Hello, America. I learned something very frightening today. In England, they call babysitters childminders. If that's not a good reason that we abandoned the metric system, I sure as hell don't know what is. Welcome to What the Show. This opening is really cold. Like, it's really cold.
So many things there. Again, excellent What the Show as per usual. Benny nailed his part. We messed up everything else.
As we always do.
Didn't even do the newer intro, which is our permanent intro now. Went to the old one, and I was like, oh, F it. We're just doing it. And then also as this going on, I go, I forgot how long this intro is. I mean, I was bopping. I was like, this takes a minute. You know.
Chef's kiss, Benny. Chef's kiss.
It was so good.
And
that is a great reason to abandon the metric system, let's be honest.
It's Wednesday night. It's What the Show. We're missing one of our hosts, but we're the Deacons. And we're waiting on host number 4. We've not heard from who has been more interactive with us today than he's been in ages, and we are missing him at the moment.
Super interactive, and I missed it out. I'm like, is he okay, or should we check in? So hopefully we'll hear from him.
Full disclosure, he was cleaning his house today, and then every time they finished a task, they said they were taking a shot. So I'm wondering if he might
be passed out drunk. He might be sleeping. Which if so, hey AJ, we respect.
He saw my message at 8:40, which was 30 minutes ago.
Okay.
The last chat he actually said was at 6:08. So 6:08 Central Time, and
tonight is a special stream because we have 2 of our favorite peeps on with us, first and foremost. Second of all, because this is our annual stream where we recap our favorite. We always like to clarify favorite movies. I'm not saying these are necessarily the most amazing movies ever made to win all the awards. They're just movies that I enjoyed. Our favorite movies, 10 favorite movies of the year, doing it in punt fashion as per usual. If you say number 10 and someone says punt, that means they have it higher on their list, and we will all discuss how great it is at a later time when they get to it. We will be drinking BUMWINE, of course. Tonight I might get crazy. I have golden pineapple and orange, and I'm thinking of mixing them. Like,
that's a dangerous proposition.
Oh, there we
go. Don't think I've had electric melon before.
Electric melon.
I bought that to you the one time, right?
Yes, Mike bought it for me once, but I don't love in honor of watermelon smash. I like watermelon, but I don't like fake watermelon flavor very much, unless it's a Jolly Rancher.
Oh. But we're just gonna keep the watermelon smash there for the entire stream.
Just kidding. So here we go. We're putting in a little pineapple, and
you're gonna salt the BUMWINE there with E Honda.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
that was great.
E Honda, who when
actually, hang on one second.
When you were playing at like midnight, and you've had a bunch of these MD 2020s, and you're playing against E Honda, he is unstoppable. He just starts throwing those at you.
Oh, also, I have to debut a new glass. My girlfriend etched a glass. Oh, I shouldn't have. Hang on.
Mike is taking our dog out real quick, but we're still here. We're still in it. Here we go. I have the orange and pineapple mix. We're gonna see how I like it.
Oh my gosh. So it says. Oh man, I don't know.
The juice.
I see it. Yes, that's fantastic.
And then there's a little keytar that says "Squeeze it easy."
That's the greatest thing.
He had it.
She
made. Obviously, she didn't make the glass, but she made.
Oh my god!
The
what a keeper!
The letters.
That's
on the glass
fantastic.
and the guitar with her little. I don't know what that thing is.
Benny, do you still have the glass I made for you?
Yeah.
Or it's not the glass, I guess the mug. Yeah.
I have the mug and I have the flask. I don't know if I have it in this room. Both.
Y'all, orange pineapple mixed together. I'm not mad at it.
I think they're in my bedroom, Moose. I'm sorry.
Best.
No, it's okay.
Gift ever.
All good.
Yes, that's delightful.
Before we get going, he didn't end up joining us tonight because it is his birthday. Our dearly beloved cousin Ryan.
Cousin Ryan.
So happy birthday, buddy. Love you, man.
Raising a glass of the finest MD 2020 in your honor. Many, many happy birthdays to you. Oh, so good. Yes.
Okay. Remind me of the punt thing. So
let's say
as his favorite movie was One Battle After Another, which I know is really, really high on his list.
Yeah.
And that's on somebody else's list. You say punt?
So whoever has it higher will say punt. And then we'll go, oh, okay. And we wait to talk about it, basically, until
it's
at its highest
level.
Gotcha. So yes, if you have something at 10 and someone has it at 7 or at 5 or whatever, you don't have to say where it is yet. You just go punt, and sometimes it'll happen a couple of times. Like we've had it be like someone has it at 10, and if like 3 of us will say punt, then someone comes up at 7 and they're like, "Are we punting?" Yep, still punting. so punting.
Now, I'm sure some people who are listening here have heard the Extra Movie Butter podcast. So that you've already heard some rankings. Are we going to both have the same rankings, or have we changed it?
I'm going with a concept ranking. I'm going with what I thought were the 10 biggest swings of the year.
Okay. I like this.
I do have some amendments to my list this week.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Okay. So we're kind of getting some news to. Okay, I'm excited. I also would like to say that episode, I may have received the biggest compliment that I've ever gotten in my life.
No. We have a dog trying to knock the computer over.
Sorry, hold on, getting the dog. In which JT said that I should host an ASMR podcast, and I was like, "Oh my god, no one has ever said something like that to me in my life." I hate my voice, so that was so nice. I was like, "Wow, I'm flattered." So that's now officially my favorite episode of the show.
If you listen to yesterday's show, we had a segment where we were discussing movies that other people got that we just didn't get.
Yeah.
And mine was Friendship. I was like, I don't get it. This movie's not funny. Like, the funniest scene is the lick the toad scene.
Yes,
that's like that had me rolling. Everything else was terrible.
I agree. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad someone on the stream has some sanity.
So that's how the punt works.
That's how the punt works.
Got it.
Before we jump in, I feel like I had a couple honorable mentions.
Well, we do this before 1.
Oh, that's right, for 1. Am I going to remember that?
Yeah. Okay. I guess. Yeah. I mean, as we potentially wait for our co-host to return from his stupor, wherever he is, just overall thoughts on this year in movie without getting into anything specific.
I felt like it's not a hot take. I think I had more big budget, like blockbuster type movies in my list this year than I have the past couple of years. I think they did better with the major releases than like the past 2 years. Definitely the past, like in 2024 and 2023, I definitely had some more like Oscar baity movies in it, which usually is not my case. But this year, I felt like a lot of the big budget blockbusters hit better for me. So I think they did a pretty good job on that front.
I'm with you. When we were, for the Extra Movie Butter thing, talking about our 10 favorite, I was like, this is going to be the most generic top 10 list I ever did. Like all of these are movies that everyone's seen.
Yeah. Right.
And usually there's like 3 or 4 just like random flyers in there.
Yeah. Oh, that's very fair. But yeah, the popcorn flick is back. And they're good for the most part.
I said it yesterday when we were recording our podcast, but I think there's going to be at least 7 movies this year that are going to hit $1 billion.
Oh,
I think this is going to be a huge box office year. You have a Toy Story coming out.
mhm.
Doomsday for sure is going to hit $1 billion. The next Spider-Man movie is going to hit $1 billion.
Oh,
yeah.
The Odyssey is going to hit $1 billion.
Most likely, yep.
Holy crap! Why am I now drawing a blank? It's possible the Mandalorian and Grogu hits $1 billion.
That movie's gonna bomb. Mark it down.
Minions, because of overseas, is going to
Minions for sure. Yep, 100%. So, yeah, I think it's going to be a huge box office year. And Benny and Mike, you guys will be thrilled by this. If all goes well, we get another Dune movie in December.
Oh my goodness. I will be going to Doomsday that day.
Ooh, I like that little double feature right there.
This
Come away from this theater stinking.
I know we are officially in the next year, but this list is also movies that we have seen so far, because certain movies we just haven't had the opportunity 2025 films to see yet. So I'm certain things might technically be amended one day after we've streamed this. But of movies I have seen of 2012 releases so far, these have been my favorites.
I will say I watched 4 that I missed like in the past week and a half, and 2 of them creeped in. I'll go over that when we get to them. But
let's start with you, because we are already
we're behind
12 minutes into the stream. All right, this always takes a while.
My number 10 was one I fully intended to go see in theaters, and for whatever reason, life just kept getting in the way. We, for whatever reason, never got to see it. Finally watched it on streaming last week, and I was so pleasantly surprised by it. And that movie is Roof Man.
Ooh, that's an honorable mention for me, but it didn't
haven't seen it.
The top 10.
Did not like that movie.
No.
The reason I like that movie is because of how like you're watching it and you're like, am I supposed to be rooting for this guy because he's kind of doing all this amazing stuff? But at the same time, it's like it's terrible stuff at the same time. And Channing Tatum, to me, carried the weight of that film. And then having Kirsten Dunst there, which also nice to see Kirsten Dunst again. And just
Kirsten. So whatever. Close enough. We're close.
Nailed it.
Kirsten Dunst.
I can understand for this one that because of the way that it's portrayed, there's no necessarily real protagonist in it. And I think that's depending on how you look at it, that's kind of what made me like it. That the whole time you're watching it with this shades of gray. I can understand if somebody says they don't, but I really think this is a movie I probably will revisit. And that's my major metric for when I do this is what are my movies that I think I'm going to revisit the most. So that's why Roofman made the cut.
Do you know what the biggest sin of that movie is? It's like the prologue at the end of it, where you're like, and he just kept going to prison the rest of his life.
Right,
it's like, that's kind of a downer.
Yeah, no, I agree. That whole story, I mean, the fact that his face is just very fascinating to me. Like, yeah, for all intents and purposes, like he's a pretty nice guy, but he was like definitely doing illegal things, which many nice people do illegal things, desperate times and all that jazz. But like just how like everyone, even the people he like robbed at gunpoint were like, he was really nice. He told us to put on our jackets. Like it's just so bizarre.
Tony Ravioli got a ravioli. Flash Thompson getting a little role in there was a nice little surprise too.
Yeah, I thought it was a nice little film. I enjoyed it.
Look, any movie that has Peter Dinklage, if the Dink is in it, count me in.
I'm there. All right, I'll go next. I don't think anyone has this on their list. My number 10 was of the year favorite movies of 2025 was the movie Eternity. I'm assuming.
Oh, I wanted to watch it.
I
do want to watch that eventually.
I really enjoyed it. I'm a sucker for a rom-com. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I'm so sad that like all rom-coms just go straight to streaming now and we don't get a lot of like good theatrical releases of rom-coms. Obviously it's an A24 film, so it's a little bit more clever. I really liked what they did. I'm also a big believer that Divine Divine Joy Randolph should be in all movies. I think she's fantastic. Hollywood keep casting her in things. I'm always happy to see her show up. So she had such a great little supporting role in it. Yeah, I just thought it was a really interesting look, like kind of a different look at the afterlife. And it was a different take on a rom-com. And I thoroughly enjoyed it. I think all the performances were very strong. It's not super long. It didn't overstay its welcome. It knew exactly what it needed to be, exactly how long it needed to be. And I was just happy to go see like a well-written rom-com in the theaters in 2025. So that's why it had to crack the list.
Right on.
Sweet. Love it. All right. My number 10 is a spite number 10.
Oh.
So there was a lot leading up to this movie. There weren't a lot of movies I was looking forward to in the year of 2025, but this was one of them I discovered as it was talked about months and months and months ago on What the Show, and was very much looking forward to this movie, and then planned to see it in theaters, and it just didn't work out. On a couple occasions was hoping to see it. It didn't happen. And then finally it was coming down to the wire where I'm like, all right, this movie, it's kind of like the last one I've been waiting to throw into the mix. And it's definitely, I mean, I'm sure it'll make the top 5. And it'll be great. And then I go and I've gotten a lot better. I used to be really bad at like being distracted, like either playing games while watching movies or just doing something like in the background with movies. But I've been a lot better recently of like, no, like if I only watch so many movies throughout the year, I'm going to give it my full attention, watch it on my TV. And so I realized when going to watch this movie on Monday night, like it's not on streaming yet. So I was going to have to rent it, but it's too early to rent.
It is on streaming. We found it right after you messaged us. It's on Paramount Plus.
Paramount Plus.
It was coming out to Paramount Plus the next day, and I don't have Paramount Plus. So either way,
yeah.
I know. I did not have time. I got home from work yesterday after midnight, so I did not have time to watch a 2-hour-plus movie. But I needed, because this movie was going to make my top 5. So I needed to watch it. So I spent $20 to buy the movie because it was $15 to rent. May as well buy it, right? I shouldn't have bought it. The Running Man.
It's not bad.
It's not bad.
I
enjoyed it.
My
but
most
man,
disappointing movie of the year.
Very disappointing. Way too long.
Yes.
Not
could have used a tighter edit.
like you don't even like Glenn Powell that much. How hard is it?
Difficult to make.
Which is difficult to make
you
you don't really care about him that much.
Yeah.
Like, this is the first time I'm talking about my own movie in a negative way, but like I spent $20, and the worst part of it is I actually it took up to Amazon Prime, which I share with my parents, and they have the default card, and when you rent a movie or buy a movie, it doesn't give you the on the TV. It doesn't give you the option to choose what card to charge it to. It's actually charged my parents paid $20 for me to watch Running Man, which I don't know if it's better or worse.
Maybe they'll like it.
You know, and they'll be like, "Wow, that was."
Thank you, Mama and Papa Juice.
Yeah,
out here doing the Lord's work,
and they don't care. They call me frantically, being like, "Did somebody hack our account and bought Running Man?"
No, that was me. My bad.
Nope, it was me. It was me. I'm sorry.
That's funny.
I didn't tell you guys.
Yeah, Running Man. It should have been
better.
Would have been the best.
Right actor, right director. Terrible movie.
There were like a couple moments where it felt like, oh yeah, Edgar Wright directed this. That happened like.
But overall, yeah, you're right. It didn't really have his like thumbprint on it.
Moments, like
moments.
Coleman Domingo was great in the movie.
He was chewing scenery, and I loved him for it.
Yeah, and a
But
lot of
like that movie was so. I was like Glenn Powell, Charisma for Days, hells yeah, Edgar Wright. I love Edgar Wright movies. Yeah, let's go. This is a remake of The Running Man. Hells yeah, and then I was like, that was a movie.
Yep.
When I walked out.
And I think the fact that it takes place in the real world is just it's just silly. I don't know. Like it was tough to really.
They did go to the town of Derry in the movie.
Yeah,
I don't know if anybody caught that.
Yep.
I did.
We did. We definitely said that. I said, "Where's Pennywise?" in the theater.
He did. Yeah. He did lean over.
That would have made the movie so much better.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah. I'd be like, what?
I just don't think you can make the Running Man concept work without Jesse the Body Ventura.
Yeah, that might be a problem. All right, Moose, what's your number 10?
So I did revise my list. And for the pretentious movies that I had on my top 10 list, I will name you what I did have in place and what I replaced it with.
Okay.
My number 10, it was my favorite, this was my biggest surprise movie. I walked into this movie and was like, I do not want to watch another fucking Predator movie.
Punt.
I'm over it.
Is this the old one or the new one?
Predator Badlands.
Okay.
We're going to punt.
Punting that.
Punt. Because I loved that movie.
Yeah, I got a lot to say about that. And it's
Benny, your number
glowing.
10?
All right. So
this is your biggest swings of 2020.
Yeah, these are my biggest swings or the most interesting attempts of the year. Number 10, when you're thinking of like a romantic triangle that you have to see on screen, there's 3 names that immediately come to mind, and that's Jennifer Coolidge, Ed Harris, and Kerry Washington. I mean, that's the triangle that we've always wanted to see.
Absolutely.
And when you think of them being chased by an Italian gangster, there's only one man that can play an Italian gangster, and that's Bill Murray.
Damn straight.
And now, is this movie great? No. But the fact that you get that particular love triangle with Bill Murray playing an Italian gangster and Pete Davidson also playing an Italian gangster, there's just something special about that cast, and it's worth the swing.
Yeah, I'll give you that. That's definitely something. What is this movie?
It's called Riff Raff.
Riff Raff.
I'm intrigued by this.
Honestly, you
actually just sold me.
I'm watching it.
That's why I said they're interesting swings.
I'm pretty certain my number 9 is going to be punted. It's One Battle After Another.
Also, my number 9.
Okay, anyone have it higher?
Wait, you have One Battle After Another at number 9?
Yes,
Mike.
Yes,
that's a big punt.
I did have this movie, but again, I removed my pretentious movies. So this movie was higher.
All right.
This is my number 6 on the original list. Yeah, that's gone now.
So both Mike and I have been punted. So
both of you have that at 9. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm making everybody's list, so I'm just clarifying.
Oh, nice.
Also, coincidentally, One Battle After Another is playing on the hotel TV right now in my room.
Nice.
I thought we always get Moose in a corner.
Moose in a hotel. Yeah. Moose in a hotel.
Yeah.
He's
it always feels like the second or third Wednesday of the month,
Yeah, it's where when we happen to get you. Exactly.
All right, Juice.
I already did my 9. Okay. Sweet. Okay. Well, I could, like pretty much every movie on my list, this is a movie I watched within the last couple weeks. And so this movie I was excited. I was excited about. This was a movie that I heard about from some of the younglings chirping and pattering of, you got to watch this movie. And
was this at the Jedi Temple?
I finally, well, maybe. I did, well, yeah. I'm not gonna say what I did with those kids. But
whoa.
I was child. I was. What was I doing?
I'm a mandated reporter, just so you know.
Child minder.
Yes.
Child minder.
As a child minder, I can't stand for that.
If you guys were going to start a TikTok, that's your first one.
No, I at number 9 on my list is K-pop Demon Hunters.
Punt.
Okay, solid choice.
Nice.
It's not on
Oh,
mine.
he got punted.
But
It's
okay,
punted.
Okay,
Love it.
Number 9 for you, Moose. I think go Juice and Moose. It's fun to me.
I'm a big fan of detective movies, and I think that there is no greater detective working right now than the great Benoit Blanc.
That's gonna be a punt for me.
Boom.
We'll be getting back to those thoughts shortly.
What is that movie called? Real quick for the
Wake
Up,
Dead Man.
Wake Up, Dead Man.
Benny, you're number 9. Your number 9 swing of the year.
So I don't know if everyone watching your channel knows this, but I love disaster movies. It's one of my top genres of film. And there's always been like one nagging question about disaster movies, and that would be, what would happen if you faced the Looney Tunes with imminent disaster? And that's why my number 9 is The Day That the Earth Blew Up, a Looney Tunes movie.
Nice.
I wish I saw that.
I watched half of it today on the airplane.
I saw the trailer for it. I completely forgot about it until just now. And yes, I will watch that one happily.
Yes. So you have Daffy Duck, Porky Pig facing down imminent destruction of the earth. You know, there's undercurrents about global warming technology. It's got a deep, meaningful impact. Just give it a shot. If you love disaster movies, if you love animation, if you love Daffy Duck, it hits all the boxes.
I sold. Betty is a great. You were
Honestly,
selling these movies better
Benny's
than the
list
studios.
is actually just now 10 movies I want to watch. Okay,
So it's me
number 8.
So I mentioned.
I've been starting.
I started the first one.
Oh, did you? Okay, my bad.
I did have Mike before.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, I apologize.
Listening.
Sorry, the MD 2020 is already hitting.
You are drinking 2 of them at the same time.
Yeah.
I mentioned how I had a couple movies that I saw recently, and this one we actually did see in theaters. I did not go into this expecting it to crack my top 10, but this movie is absolutely delightful, and that is Zootopia 2. Oh,
I still need to see it. Still have not seen it yet.
That biatch. Okay, sorry. Okay. My number 8, we might be punting this one still. I have Predator Badlands at 8.
Punt.
Okay. Juice.
My number 8 is a movie that I it was lower on the list, and then it grew on me the more I thought about it. I thought it was a little long at first, and that is Superman.
Okay.
Not on mine.
Not on mine, but I respect that choice.
Anyone?
On my most disappointed list.
It's so divisive. Like there's no
parts of it that I like.
There's no like middle ground on that movie. It's like either it's a pendulum.
It grew on me. I mean, overall, I like it. I like everything that happened. I thought it was a little long. Is my only problem with it. Like I remember,
a little long.
Like 30 minutes into the movie, I thought we were like at least 45, 50 minutes in, and I paused it and was like, ooh, that's not good. So I don't like the pacing. The middle is and there's just so much talking at some points, but it does grow on me like fondly. And remember, I only watched 14 movies this year.
So some had to make the top 10. Sometimes that's right.
But I do like everything that it did. I do think that everybody did a great job in their roles. And I thought it's a good first step to whatever universe that is now or is being worked toward. But
I will say in the pro column, these are 3 things that I really appreciated about this movie. It's fun and joyful for the most part. I think Mr. Terrific was great. I think the needle drops are great. James Gunn has definitely proven himself to be good at a good needle drop. And I think maybe my favorite scene I've ever seen in any Superman film is in this movie. And that's them when he's talking to Lois Lane about what is punk rock. And I think that is what Superman is. And maybe kind of punk rock. That's something I personally believe in. I really love that scene. If the movie was more of that, I would have been all in. Unfortunately, it wasn't more of that. So it didn't crack my top 10. But I totally understand if you're a super big Superman fan, why so many Superman fans left this movie happy and see that DC is heading, maybe in the right direction. So I will give it credit where credit is due for that, for sure.
There's bits and bobs that work really, really well. Ultimately, I like all of the casting.
Yes.
I like Superman. I like Lois Lane. I like Green Lantern. Of course, Mr. Terrific steals the show. But at the end of the day, like this just felt like Guardians of the DC universe.
Yeah,
like, it just felt like him redoing Guardians of the Galaxy again.
Yeah.
Although I am optimistic about the direction in which he's heading.
I didn't get because my friend that is a huge Superman fan that loves the movie. We both agreed that it didn't feel James Gunny. I didn't think it did. So I didn't get the Guardians vibe that.
I feel like it felt very James Gunny to me.
I don't know.
As opposed to Running Man not feeling
moments of course.
I feel like this felt more.
There was at least
Nathan Fillion,
like needle drop James Gunn moment.
Nathan Fillion
needle drop for sure was like that's a James Gunn moment, and not to say that that's like a bad thing either necessarily.
But again, you're not alone in this. Like so many people that I know were like they loved this movie, and it definitely seems like there's very, very little like middle ground on this. It's divisive in either direction. Like
I probably am the middle ground.
The two of us are probably as close to the middle ground as you're gonna find.
Yeah.
Like it's not even near the bottom 5, but it's not even near the top 5.
Yeah, so, and remember we're not. Yeah, this was this movie didn't. Yeah, like I wouldn't even say I loved it. Like
right. It's number 8.
I gave it my really liked rating, So just because it's my number 8 doesn't mean that it's
the greatest movie of all time.
Yeah.
The only good thing I can say about this Superman movie is that it gave us Rebel Moon, and I think it's got to be commended for that.
Amen. Moose,
oh God!
What's your? Oh God!
Wow!
What's your?
That's a take.
What's your number 8?
I like really grounded movies. And there's a story about a father, a son, and his son's new pet. And the son's name is Hiccup Horrendous Haddock the Third. That would be How to Train Your Dragon.
Let's just say that the 2 movies that I came on Extra Movie Butter to discuss are in my top 5.
I figured as much. I figured as much.
Benny, what is your number 8?
Sorry, my speaker cut out. I'm just confirming. Moose's 8 was How to Train Your Dragon?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
So I got to give you guys a little background to understand my number 8 and why it's such a big swing.
Please do.
In 2022, 2023, I'm not exactly positive for the year. There was this outstanding documentary called The Last Breath.
Okay.
So the documentary, there are these divers that go down to the ocean floor to repair these cables like in Northern Europe. And this guy, he gets caught at the bottom of the ocean. No one can get to help him. The pressure's too deep. And so he's down there knowing he's going to die, but can still talk to his submarine crew and things at the top. It's an outstanding documentary, like emotional, like engrossing. So The Last Breath documentary, 2022-23, go see it. Ooh. But this year, someone got it in their head that they're going to do a shot-for-shot fictional remake of this exact documentary and just recast it with hot people. And it was brilliant. The dialogue is the same. The story is the same. They even used the real equipment from the documentary. They just replaced all the people with really pretty actors.
Pretty people.
Yes,
people
and it's even kept. Yes, and it kept the same name. It's also called The Last Breath.
It's a good movie. Yeah, I just watched it too, Benny. Yeah, it's a good movie.
It's a good movie, but it literally is a shot-for-shot remake of a documentary. And we found that so ballsy to do that.
On behalf of the Woody Harrelson fan club, I appreciate you deeming him hot.
Compared to the real life guy, he's a 10.
That is so interesting. So yeah, so they made like which is not uncommon that like something a story becomes big because of documentary, and then like we'll make a fictionalized version. But they like straight up did like a shot for shot remake. Like they did not change things. That's crazy.
This is like the Vince Vaughn Psycho version of this documentary.
That is really, I've never heard of this documentary, and I really like that. I mean, it sounds like painful. It's obviously probably very sad, but that sounds really like does sound really interesting, though, that story.
Now, I'll say this. If you watch the movie without seeing the documentary, it's a really great movie. But if you've seen the documentary, you're like, oh my God, they're just redoing the documentary.
And the movie is like a tight 90 minutes. Like you're in, you're out.
Yeah, speak my language.
Tight 90.
That's a good pick, Penny.
Love a tight 90.
We love it.
What was it called?
Last
Breath.
Oof. That's interesting. I'm intrigued. Seriously, Benny has sold me on 3 movies already.
Yeah, that's great.
I know what I'm doing this weekend.
Well, I'm about to sell you on the 4th.
Oh God.
Because there's a new Marvel. No spoilers. And I'm gonna go and
this movie is not as good as you all
get myself a new cell phone, and maybe while I'm there, get something a little bit stronger. Got a little Toad. Yeah, that's right. We're going to Subway because number 7 is friendship.
Again, the Toads. I'm with Moose. The only scene that is good in that entire god awful movie I had to endure is the Toad scene. I understand that is funny. That is inherently a funny scene. The rest of it, don't get it.
Tim
I
Robinson.
went to Subway. I ordered.
I went to Subway. I ordered.
That is inherently funny.
Yeah. I didn't even get it. How long have you gone there? I understand. I have not finished your all's podcast that you released this morning. I did hear up to that point when JT was defending it, and pretty much everything JT said was accurate. It's like there is a niche audience for Tim Robinson. Now it's a fairly big niche audience, actually. Like he's not, the chair company and especially I Think You Should Leave have gotten huge audiences in Detroiters as well. For me, this was literally taking an I Think You Should Leave skit that's normally like 5 to 10 minutes and making it 90 minutes. For 90% of the population, that might not work. For me, it was perfect. So I had to include this on my list.
Here's my problem with most of this movie. I cannot do secondhand embarrassment. It makes me so uncomfortable. I can't do firsthand embarrassment, but I also cannot do secondhand embarrassment. And so much of this movie is secondhand embarrassment, and it honestly makes me uncomfortable. Like I was like, I can't be in this room. Like I can't watch this anymore, and I had to sit there and watch it. Some people apparently find that funny. To me, it makes me legitimately uncomfortable.
I'm with you. Like I could barely get through the trailer. I was just scrunched up watching the trailer.
Oh my God.
I can't do
it.
He
kept breaking through the same door. They'd fix the door and he'd break through it again.
I can't do it. I just go, it stresses me out.
It was chef's kiss.
But it's 100%.
Don't you steal my chef's kiss for friendship.
Don't you dare. Not for friendship. It 100% though, when we saw the trailer, I was like, oh, this is going to be a Mike movie. And I was correct. My number 7, I'm 99% certain is getting punted. It stars everyone's favorite Canadian dad, John Candy. I Like Me.
Punt.
I knew it was getting punted, but all right.
Punt.
All of my 9 through 7 has been punted. I'm excited to talk about these movies at some point. Juice, your number 7.
My number 7. We are taking some first steps into a new world with the Fantastic Four.
Punt.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Great set design, production design is fantastic.
Moose, 7.
We'll talk about that soon.
Oh shit! I put this twice on my list. Now that I'm seeing this, okay. I will move. Let me move one really quick. So originally, I had Train Dreams at number 7. If you've not seen Train Dreams, it is a very, very, very beautiful movie. Okay. Great acting. It's not a very action-packed, entertaining movie. This is a very solemn movie. It's a very solemn story, but it is a beautifully shot movie. That's not the movie I was going to put down. For some reason, I'd Wake Up Dead Man twice. So I will put one of my honorable mentions here at number 7.
Okay.
And Mike, you said a line earlier, and I thought you were going to allude to this movie, but then you didn't. You said, somehow life finds a way, but then you didn't mention Jurassic Park. And so one of my honorable mentions is going to go in here. Look, this is in no way, shape, or form a good Jurassic Park movie,
But it is the best one in 15 years.
It was so much fun. This was so much fun. I had a ton. Like I walked out and was like, I don't care. I know there's a million faults in there. I realized that a candy bar released the D-Rex.
Yes.
Yep.
I don't give a shit. I had so much fun with this movie. And yeah, whoever Henry Loomis's slutty glasses was.
Slutty little glasses.
Yeah.
Taylor
Pulled it
Robinson.
off.
Yes.
Pulled it off. But
Yes.
I had a blast with Jurassic Park Rebirth. And I'm a sucker. Look, anytime you have dinosaurs on screen, I'm there. And I had a ton of fun. So, and the movie made a ton of money. It was the second highest grossing movie of the year. So like worldwide. So I think we're in store for more Jurassic Parks. Fuck it. Sign me up. Let's go. Give me ScarJo in every Jurassic Park.
I will always watch Jonathan Bailey. So I will.
And give me Jonathan Bailey.
Well, I always love a British person doing an American accent because for like 98% of the time, you're like, God, they're so good. But there's always certain words they say that you're like, that came out weird. So sometimes I just like watching movies for that. So Jonathan Bailey, you mostly nailed the American accent, but there were a few things that came out a little weird and I enjoyed it. Yeah, it's dinosaurs. It's Jonathan Bailey, ScarJo, Mahershala Ali is there. We're having a good time. It's a good cast.
I
we can't say it's not a good cast. It's a good cast.
That was like the mindless, you turn your brain off and just go for the ride movie of the summer.
Also, I know
100%.
Everyone was saying, like, when all the first reviews were coming out, they were talking about, like, like Gareth Edwards, scale. But, like, for the first time in a long time in a Jurassic Park movie, like, I really did feel that. Like, you got, like, dinosaurs are massive. And, like, these things and the raft scene, like, I understand that the raft scene is unrealistic, but it's good. Like, it's good tension. Like, it's a good, like, silly, suspenseful scene.
And if you ever read the Michael Crichton novel Jurassic Park, the raft scene is plucked
like
right
straight
from it.
Yeah,
right from it. Yep,
straight from it.
Been a fan of Jurassic Park, like the book, for years. To finally get to see that come to life is pretty cool. So yeah, is it a great movie? No. But
you want to go have fun and eat some popcorn?
Super fun.
Would you put this in the top 3 echelon of Jurassic Park movies? I would. Jurassic Park 3 is terrible.
Unfortunately, it probably is. Yes. Yeah, that's a fair point.
I think I would go Jurassic Park #1, maybe The Lost World, and then I might go with Rebirth.
Yeah, that's honestly probably fair.
I'd have to put some more. I actually have to watch Rebirth again.
Yeah, Alan, what? I know we've all discussed this, with like everyone on planet Earth has discussed this, but truly, what a wild series Jurassic Park is, where the first movie is literally a perfect film, and then everything that's come out after is like,
yes.
Oh, okay.
I've said this,
but we keep watching them.
I'll say this ad nauseum till the day I die. That is I was 10 years old when that came out. And I have never been in more awe and wonder in the movie theater than I was the first time I saw Jurassic Park. Like, it really was. What can you say about that hasn't already been said? It really is just a marvel of cinema.
Yep, 100%.
Can't say that for its sequels, but you know what? There's a dinosaur, I'm showing up. I'm eating popcorn. Benny, where are we right now? 7. What is your number 7?
So I always appreciate an interesting twist on a classic story. And we've had a million versions of Frankenstein, but we've never had one that explored what would happen if Frankenstein's monster was really hot and his sister-in-law wanted to bang the monster. And that's the Frankenstein story we have always wanted. And Guillermo del Toro finally gave it to us in a beautiful Gothic opera. So
he was a hottie.
Yes, and I'm going with this year's Frankenstein as my number 7.
Nice. I still have not watched that. I need to.
Yes, it has gotten a lot of love.
Yeah, I should. Yeah.
Netflix, I should watch
that. Needs to be that. That's something we need to do.
Listen, Guillermo del Toro.
I'd like to watch it, yeah.
Please always be a little weirdo. Keep making your weirdo little monster movies. I will always love you for that.
This is a very, very Guillermo del Toro movie. Like, his panache, his flair is all over this movie. It's a good movie. I will agree with Benny on this one. I think JT, Benny, and I all agreed, like, it is a very, like, Guillermo del Toro movie, but it's a good movie.
Yeah.
Like, I've got my nitpick things here or there, but yeah, all in all, like, the cast is good. And yeah, Jacob Elordi is a hottie. So yeah, let's get him some prosthetics. Let's do it.
And here's what Del Toro, when Say the name for me. I'm stuttering.
Del Toro.
Yes.
Guillermo del Toro.
People don't realize that he is quietly working his way to remaking the Monster Squad. So if you think about it, he's made a Creature of the Black Lagoon movie. He's made a Frankenstein movie. He's only got the Wolfman and Dracula to go, and then we can go into the Monster Squad. This is his entire 5-year plan. I got a feeling.
He was a consultant when Benicio del Toro did the Wolfman movie.
See, it's all coming together.
Oh, I'm just saying.
Okay, I see where you're going with this, Penny. Nice.
6. You're number 6, sir.
One of 2 movies we actually had to pay for this year because it did not show at AMC. That is Wake Up Dead Man.
I also have that as 6. Does anyone have it higher than 6?
No,
I
love this.
I didn't watch it.
It's on
Probably
Netflix
should
now,
have, but yeah.
so you'll have to get to it.
It's both your 6s?
Yes.
Okay.
So here's my thing. This is my 3rd favorite Knives Out movie, but I'm going to put it in this perspective. If all 3 of those movies were taking a test, Glass Onion for me got a 97, Knives Out got a 95, and Wake Up Dead Man got a 93. They all got A's, but if I was just to nitpick slightly, those 2 were better for me. But this is still an A-grade movie for me.
Yeah.
And
qualifies an A.
Josh O'Connor.
Yeah, he rocked.
Josh O'Connor's a star.
He is going to be a superstar within 2 years, I think.
He has just been absolutely nailing it lately.
Loved him on The Crown. He absolutely,
God.
he smashed in this movie.
Yeah, Challenger's, he was great. Josh O'Connor is a star.
And he's going to be in the Spielberg movie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Disclosure Day?
Disclosure Day.
Yep.
Yes, this movie, I mean, listen, I just want to see Benoit Blanc. This is the role Daniel Craig was born to play.
Yes.
So happy to see him back on my screen. I live for these movies. I think that they're fantastic. But again, there's not a single one of them I don't like in the Knives Out universe. We were just rewatching our first MD 2020 year in review stream earlier. And it was the year that Glass Onion came out. So we had that very high. And I said it then, I'll say it again. I think Rian Johnson is fantastic. I will always go support his movies. Haters of the Last Jedi need not apply. It's a great movie. And I just think it's another solid entry in that universe.
This one did more for me than the other 2. I say this in a very positive way. There's a scene about 2/3 of the way through the movie where both Josh O'Connor and Benoit Blanc are like diving headfirst into trying to figure things out. And he makes the phone call to the lady from the office where they had the rental from. And she gives him information. And then she's like, "Father, I need to talk to you." And he just drops everything on a dime to listen to her. And I'm like, wow, this, you were talking about, he immediately goes from this sleuth mind to like, wait a minute, I'm still a priest and this is my responsibility. And it's just like, that's what made this movie to me different than Glass Onion and Knives Out, because it went back to a grounded state where you got all this kind of Looney Tunes kind of thing. Glass Onion is a lot of Looney Tunes in it.
Yeah.
Has some of that going on as well. But then all of a sudden it just comes right back down to earth, and Benoit Blanc sits back and he respects it.
Yeah.
He just sits right back and he's like, you do your thing.
This movie, I think, had some really interesting, it's not like groundbreaking stuff about religion, but I do think it did setting it in a religious background in this movie, had some really interesting things to say about the dogma of today, right? And how obviously sometimes religion can be used very improperly, but there are the Josh O'Connors of the world who really are out there, who care, who are trying to help, who want to build up their community, so on and so forth. And I just think, and again, obviously Benoit Blanc being like, yeah, not for me. Like it just showed respect, I think, to both sides. Like if you are someone who finds solace in that, there was respect given there, but there was also respect given and be like, hey, if it's not your thing, I understand that too. And I just thought that it did a nice balance of being respectful showing some of the pitfalls of something. Because again, at the end of the day, in a sense, religion is the oldest fandom, right? And there's problems in every fandom. There's a lot of good things and a lot of good community that can be built around fandom, but there's always going to be some problems in fandom, right? And I feel like it did a good job towing that balance, I think.
So obviously this was one of my earlier movies, so I'll chime in with you guys on this one. I actually think that it handles the conversation of religion with respect to both sides of the argument.
Yes, 100%.
And so what I liked, I think, most about this movie is this is not Benoit Blanc's movie. However, he doesn't even show up until an hour into the movie.
Yeah.
This is Josh O'Connor's movie
Yes.
that features Benoit Blanc.
Right.
Yes.
Which I think is a very interesting entry into the Knives Out movie. I hope that Rian Johnson and Daniel Craig produce 10 of these fucking movies.
Yes.
Because honestly, I don't know if I've watched a movie more probably in the last 5 years, or a movie trilogy more in the last 5 years than I have the Knives Out trilogy. I adore Glass Onion. And so Mike, to your point, my rankings would be Knives Out, Wake Up Dead Man, and Glass Onion. But on any given day, any one of those could rise one above the other. It's such a quality movie making process that they're doing with this character. And I just absolutely, I agree. Bethany, you knocked it out of the park with the statement that Daniel Craig was born to play Benoit Blanc. If he had not played James Bond, this would be the role that he would be known for. 100%.
I still hope one day it will be. Again, if they make 10 of these one day, this could be this is his role. This is his baby. This is his bread and butter.
And I will support every one of these movies. I love this character so much.
We literally, we have AMC A-list, and it wasn't playing theatrical at our theater, and we drove about a half hour away to go see it because we love the first two so much, and we paid for it, not using our A-list, which we very rarely do. So
when I'm when I'm not feeling good or I need to pick me up or whatever, I honestly throw on Glass Onion. I think that's the most comical. You're right, Mike. That is because the whole idea behind it is everything is stupid. Everyone is stupid. Yeah. This guy is stupid. I can't believe Benoit Blanc didn't see all this from the beginning. But it's just, I don't know. Anyways, it's entertaining. Benny, I cut you off, brother. I'm sorry, my friend.
It's okay. I'll try about this, and I mentioned this on our podcast. The best Knives Out movie this year was Thursday Murder Club. So if you've not seen it, go watch Thursday Murder Club.
Was that with the old timers?
I know. I'm gonna watch it, Benny.
And it's not that I didn't appreciate. I think that Knives Out is a very good movie, the one that came out this year, but it was very serious in tone, and I was not expecting that going into a Knives Out movie. So I think I need to give it a rewatch. I was going in expecting the fluffy
Glass Onion
thing that you got from the last two, and it gave me a serious religious contemplation. So I need to give it another shot. I will, based on your guys' recommendation.
Yeah, it is. I think it's so solid. Juice, you're number 6.
Okay, sweet. My speaker cut out, but it returned right when I heard my name. Okay, so I did swap last second what my 6 and 7 were. So 7 was was Fantastic Four, and I think I obviously have officially solidified the movie Weapons as my number 6.
Okay,
I just watched it yesterday, so it's fresh in my mind.
Okay. Did anyone? It's not on Moose. It's not on.
I'm a bit of a bitch when it comes to horror movies. So. But I will admit this is in my honorable mentions for great movies of this year. Because for somebody who absolutely despises horror, I dug this movie a lot.
Yeah.
It was a good movie.
It was fun. I really wanted to rewatch the first, so I watched it over the course of 3 days. Because I think I watched a movie and then was like, all right, I have time to start a movie, but I won't finish it. But I'll start Weapons, and it's dark enough to where you gotta watch it late at night, and so I would watch a movie and then watch some of Weapons. And so I watched over like a few days, and I really wanted to go back and like watch the first like 30, 40 minutes, specifically like the Julia Gardner and Josh Brolin stuff, like to like read, like having, you know, seen the movie to the end, like go back. And, like, I did want to do that. And I was pretty sure if I did that, it was going to like move the movie up. I just never got to it, but it like I kept getting excited. Like, oh yeah, I'm excited to like watch the next like little chapter of Weapons, you know, if you will, because it does a good job of like breaking it out. And even though it's long, like it is 129 minutes, but
it's brisk.
Yeah, and especially watching over a few nights, and like it definitely keeps you on your toes. And yeah, I definitely have pictured that creepy old lady. I didn't want to, but
he's getting awards buzz, and deservedly so. Like, she is so creepy. Like the way that he portrays that role, Amy Madigan as Gladys. Wow, is she creepy? And like
so creepy.
They keep like peeling layers away from her that makes her creepier and creepier as you realize as the movie goes along. Like when you first meet her, you're like suspicious of her. And then it's like, oh, well, she's being this sweet lady. And then all of a sudden it takes that giant turn. And So AJ sent us, and this is a small spoiler for people. He just after he found out I watched it, he just sent me a gif of somebody drinking soup. I'm like, oh God.
Yeah.
Zach Kreger is a really interesting director. Like,
we did Barbarian. I didn't realize until after the fact.
Yeah. Now, I prefer Barbarian. Maybe if I watch this again,
I do too. Yeah,
it might hit me a little bit harder. Barbarian's twist. And also, to full disclosure, I saw Barbarian in theaters and Weapons at home, so I think that might have impacted my decision, because Barbarian in theaters was such a fun watching everybody react to what was happening. That was such a great experience for me, and watching Weapons by myself was maybe a little different. But you saw, like, at the end of the movie, that little humor he had, like it was sprinkled throughout, but the way he approached the ending, that humor that he had in Barbarian for a good portion of the movie came out full blown in the last like 10-15 minutes of this movie. And if you were watching it through the eyes of a comedy, you almost could potentially laugh at it. But if you're watching it through a horror, you almost could be like terrified of it.
Yeah.
I think I described this to Benny and JT as, this movie is fucked up.
It is very,
but fucked up in the right way.
Yeah. Yeah. It does a really good job. It keeps you very on your toes, in suspense. Like it unnerves you a little. Like it. Yeah. It's fun. Fun in a good. Fun in a good way. Fun in a horror terror way, but you know.
Oh golly. Oh, AJ.
Well, do we finally?
We'll leave that be.
We'll leave that be. AJ is alive though, just so everyone's wondering. Okay, Moose, number 6 for you.
So on my pretentious list, this was One Battle After Another. Great movie. For my most entertaining list, which I figured I would do for the show, it's K-pop Demon Hunter, bitches.
All right,
For the record, my movie of the year.
I was so late to this party. Like, I literally watched this movie like 2 days ago. And after I watched it, I text JT and Benny and was like, dude, K-pop Demon Hunter kind of rocks, right? And JT was like, I had so much fun watching this movie. I can understand why this was a worldwide phenomenon.
Yeah,
I really can.
I totally get the hype. Yeah,
the music is catchy. The animation is beautiful. The story is wonderful. Like, there's so much fun to be had with K-pop Demon Hunters.
Yeah,
liked it, loved it. I'm sorry, I realized maybe I'm not the right target audience for this, but it stuck with me.
You're a liar if you're saying those songs aren't earworms and they
Yeah.
don't get stuck in your head, because they are. Am I annoyed that they're going to beat Sinners for best original song? Yeah, I am. But I get it. Like, I understand. They're fun. They are fun songs. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, obviously, like, yeah, I mean, to bring up, like, yeah, obviously, as a movie from like a terms of like the story, like the last like 20 minutes of it, I remember just being like, what? I don't even know what just happened. Like, all of a sudden, like, there was all this conflict and it was all of a sudden resolved. But like, just for a fun, like, that stuff doesn't matter. And it's kids. It's absolutely,
we're not the target
that are,
every little girl, I want to say the true warriors, true heroes of this last year was every mom who had to find a way to do a purple braid for her daughter this Halloween. Okay. Because I'm telling you, they were all doing it. Every mom was getting wigs, purple hairspray, doing that. How do I braid it? Some people were doing it out of yarn. I watched every video of poor mamas out there fighting the good fight, trying to make this purple braid. Okay. So purple dragon braid, whatever they call it. We salute you, all mothers out there who had made their daughter's Halloween dreams come true. So, you know, again, who obviously the only person on this stream who was once a little girl, I'm very happy that for young women out there that this movie exists. Again, I think it's a perfect a movie for little girls, and that like they're good. You know, if you're gonna have a role model, a little animated role model, like it's a good group to have with some fun songs. So I can respect it.
Right on.
Yeah. In a previous life, I actually was a 9-year-old girl that died of malaria in northern India. But just so you know.
Well, fair enough.
Also, a demon hunter at that age.
Yes, but K-pop was not a thing.
You know,
K-pop was not a thing.
You know what else I love? Again, for all little girls out there, I love how much these pop idols in this movie, animated or not, obviously they're animated, love food. Yes.
Yeah.
Girls.
The food. Yeah. The food.
That food.
That was like one of the fun parts. Yeah. The food and like the what did they try to do? The bath, like all that stuff.
Yeah.
Was very interesting. Yeah.
Right on. So Benny.
So I'm going to stick with the Universal Monsters theme.
Okay.
So I don't know if you guys, I know he's gotten into some trouble, but if you remember The Fifth Element or Valerian of 1,000 Planets, the guy that directed them, Luc Besson.
Besson, yeah.
Yes. Yep. He decided to make a Dracula movie this year in the vein of The Fifth Element.
He didn't.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
And on top of that, he decided that the main focus of Dracula was going to be making the perfect perfume brand. So the majority of the movie, we follow Dracula as he tries to perfect perfume. Now, you may say, okay, I want to watch this, but that's not even the hard sell. This is the hard sell. What does Dracula need? He needs the minions. But if you can't get the rights to the minions, what do? You paint them gray and give them dogs' heads. They're still animated in a live-action movie, but there are gray dog-headed minions that follow around the perfume-making Dracula. Now, if that doesn't sell you on a movie, I don't know what I'm doing here. There's nothing else I can do.
I am sold, I think, weirdly enough. What? But also yes. But what? But yes. Okay.
I think the Deacons are on our site now, right? Isn't this movie available on our site?
It is. It's just Dracula 2025.
Okay.
I'm interested.
On the site.
I'm intrigued.
On this. Okay.
I will say I've given Valerian and the City of 1,000 Planets like probably 5 attempts to watch it, and every time I walk away and I'm like, that movie's
terrible
so
story,
terrible.
But visually cool.
Well, I feel like that's Luc Besson's like wheelhouse, though.
I miss me and the Schmo Down too.
Yeah, I think we all as well. Yeah.
Same.
All right, so we're at 5.
5. Hit it.
I know for a fact it's getting punted, so I won't go into it. It's I Like Me.
Punt.
Wait,
I
like what?
I Like Me.
Or John Candy.
The John.
Oh, the John Candy. Yeah.
Punt.
My number 5. I don't think anyone has this one any higher. Zootopia 2. To make sure it's me.
I think we're the only ones who saw it.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Zootopia 2. First of all, first movie, great, right? Absolutely adorable, iconic, whatever. Second movie builds upon that. I didn't think that in a Disney movie I was going to get a story about why colonization is bad. And yet, there we were. And I was like, I see you. I respect you. I see you. Gary the Snake. Iconic. I love him. He's fantastic.
Kihei.
Yeah, Kihei. Kihei, all the rules for Kihei always. Gary the Snake is good. Obviously, we got our friends Nick and Judy back. Again, it's another story of, first of all, colonization bad, which yes. Great. The plot is fantastic. Again, they're nailing it. But also, again, just like a good story of partnership, of love, of friendship, found family, that kind of stuff. Yeah, it was really good. And yes, the first movie is about racism. But yes, I'm just amazed that in these Disney movies, obviously I know Disney movies often have a moral, but like they're really hitting some good topics lately, and I will commend them. Again, Disney as a corporation, overall, bad guys, but their creative team is really out there doing some good stuff. So we appreciate you, Disney Animation, for telling this story, and I thought that it was very well done.
It's probably my biggest pleasant surprise of the year. Like I went into it like, oh yeah, we should go see that. Like we saw it almost 2 months into its run, and I walked out of it being like, wow, that was excellent. Like very, very good animated movie.
Super solid, yeah.
Super solid. I fully endorse it. If you have not watched it yet, check it out because it's well worth seeing.
Mm-hmm. Good stuff.
Sweet. My number 5, I am assuming, is going to get punted, and that is Wicked for Good.
What? Punt. Moose, your number 5. Excuse me.
I think it's time we talk about Fantastic Four First Steps.
Yep. I think. Yep. Yeah.
I think we're at that point.
If I had a nickel for every time Pedro Pascal was like, you cannot murder my child, even though it may possibly be for the greater good. Sure, I'd only have 2 nickels, but it is weird that it's happened twice.
You have 2 of them.
But I would have 2 whole nickels.
It was fun.
Okay, I also have to make a quick amendment because number 7 was supposed to be Wicked for Good. I put Jurassic World Rebirth because my list got all shimmy shams. It was supposed to be Wicked for Good at number 7, but we'll punt that because that's obviously going to be Bethany's number 1. But Fantastic Four First Step. Listen, Marvel needed to have a couple of big wins after Captain America: Brave New World.
Yes.
But then more importantly, the 2 biggest acquisitions that Disney got from Fox was not Avatar, although they're making a ton of fucking money off of Avatar. It was the X-Men and it was the Fantastic Four.
Yes.
Yep.
And from what we've seen so far of the preview from Doomsday, it looks like they're giving all the due and respect and props to X-Men.
Yes.
But they needed to land a home run with the Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
And they got the right director from WandaVision, Matt Shackman, who appreciated this world, who created this crazy Earth that existed in the multiverse, along with all the other MCU timelines. That was just, there's no other term for it but fantastic. We have finally a honest and to goodness, like, great depiction of Galactus. He's not a storm. Yeah. He's a human being. He's walking around and tearing shit up and eating planets.
Yep.
I dug this movie so much. I said this in my review on our podcast. I think the score of this movie by Michael Giacchino if this score does not get an Oscar nomination, I have lost faith in the Oscars. This movie is so charming. I love it. I love Even Moth Baccarat as Ben Grimm. Ben Grimm is maybe my third favorite comic book character of all time. I love The Thing, and I think they finally did him justice. He's just a dude from the streets of New York who all of a sudden is now a rock monster. And I love every freaking minute of it. Yeah. Fantastic Four First Steps knocked it out of the park. Juicy, I'll turn it over to you.
I agree. Yeah. I didn't have high hopes. My friend and I actually we went back and watched. This was over the summer. We went back and like watched like on Disney Plus like a lot of different Marvel cartoons, specifically Fantastic Four cartoons from not like the 90s was like the latest we watched. Like we watched stuff from like way back in the day, and it was just awful. And we were like, what hope does the Fantastic Four have? And so he was like, nah, and he's the one that loved Superman and loved Superman the movie. And so I was like going into Fantastic Four with not a lot of high hopes, but honestly, last week, because I watched this within this last week, last week going on with the movie guys and them, I think they were a little like Disney's not paying them. Like they didn't have to be like that upbeat about what Marvel's doing. It's calling Eternals a masterpiece. Like
that's
it's only losing you credibility. It's not gaining you credibility.
That is totally going at him.
That was a little like, all right, you don't have to go that far, but like, but I appreciate what they're doing. And it, and I did was like, yeah, I'm gonna watch Fantastic Four, and no, it was very good. It was very good. It did like the act, like even just the action, did a good job. Like I loved, like that's the thing I feel like has been missed in just superhero movies over the last even 10 years. It's just when it comes to like, I remember like reading comic books as a kid and the simplicity of like fighting crime and like the small time, like you miss that because so often the movies like Eternals jump to these like grand, crazy stuff. Like we're going 10 out of 10. Like the world is going to end if we don't stop this person. Whereas it's like, or maybe just like this block will suffer if we don't stop this guy. So like, I appreciate everything in the Fantastic Four of just being simple but yet obviously the end villain, in Galactus, we see a real Galactus. Thanks. And I thought the chemistry between Johnny Storm and Silver Surfer was fantastic. Yes. And I know, and I knew people that were like, yeah, why does it have to be the girl Fantastic or the girl Silver Surfer and whatever? But the Human Torch and girl Silver Surfer like interaction was fantastic. Yeah, it was, for lack of a better term.
They will make a beautiful baby.
Yeah, I think it was a solid entry. I think Fantastic Four, it was a good Marvel origin movie for me. I think the only reason it didn't make my list is because we'll be discussing shortly. There was a Marvel movie that I think just really hit it out of the ballpark this past year. And so we'll be discussing that shortly. But yeah, I think Fantastic Four was very solid.
It's my second favorite superhero movie of the year. There is one superior, and I also will be mentioning that later.
Yes. Benny, your number 5 swing of the year.
Number 5 swing of the year. So, as you all know, I love a slow burn contemplation of death. That's just my wheelhouse of movies. And
absolutely same.
Yes, and Moose hyped up Train Dreams, and that's a beautiful meditation on death, loss, and grief. But there are far too many trees and hillbillies, both of which exclude the movie from me. I want neither of those things in my movies.
Understood.
But one slow burn contemplation of death that had none of those things, Presence. It's a Steven Soderbergh movie from the very beginning of the year. So this is a ghost story told from the perspective of the ghost who's trying to figure out who they are and why they are haunting this particular family.
Okay.
It's very dark. It's very haunting, and the ending is an amazing twist ending, like an old school Shyamalan twist ending that you don't see coming.
Okay.
So it's not a long movie, but it's a slow movie with a great twist ending, and it's got a very unique point of view. Steven Soderbergh.
This is 2025. I think this came out 2024, brother.
It has a 2024 like release date because of festival releases, but its actual release into theaters was this year.
Okay.
Right,
I remember this movie coming up. Interesting.
Right on.
I'm telling you, Benny's list has been honestly enlightening for me so far. I'm sold on every single one of them, all 5 of them so far. All right.
Benny, did you watch Black Bag earlier this year, the other Steven Soderbergh movie?
I did not, but my wife had that as her least favorite movie of the year.
Oh shit. I watched it last night actually. It was pretty damn good.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well,
I like Soderbergh. I think Soderbergh is a very underrated director.
Yeah, he has his moments.
Logan Lucky is a masterpiece, just saying.
Logan Lucky is solid.
I have seen Logan Lucky twice. I feel like most people cannot say they've seen Logan Lucky twice.
I'm saying
all right.
something.
My number 4.
Either way.
I have to yell at somebody. Moose, what is wrong with you? Why did you not go see this in theaters? Because this movie deserved to be in theaters.
F1.
It was, the theatrical experience of the year. F1, the movie. I had so much fun with this movie, and you could say that it's formulaic and you could predict it or whatever. I do not care. This movie had me fist pumping the whole time. And
this is how I know Mike's ready to be a dad, because this is the #1 dad movie of the year.
This movie slaps. It slaps. Don't get me wrong. It slaps.
Admittedly, it slaps.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, it does slap.
But I described it as crack for middle-aged white men. That's what this is.
Exactly.
The amount, just to pull aside, we went on the Thursday night, the first night that it was playing, and the amount of like single men there that were between like 30 and 60 was astounding in the theater. Like the single
we called it. I was like, this is the dad movie of the year. This because listen, a dad doesn't go and see a lot of movies. You know what I mean? Like the average dad. Like obviously there are, like Benny, you're a father, but you're not a dad. Like the average dad who.
Well, I'll take that.
It's different. It's different.
But you
I'm
don't.
telling you. But like someone like my dad, like a boomer dad, you know what I mean? Who like doesn't go to the movie theater except for like twice a year. And I'm like,
this movie was here.
A boomer dad is gonna go see F1. And let me tell you, they were there.
And it was awesome. This movie needed to be seen on the big screen. I don't say that very often.
So this movie came out. I was out of town the weekend it came out, and I was out of town the weekend following. Like my wife and I were on a 2-week trip to Peru for her birthday. And then when I came back, I had to see, because it was the summer, so I had to see the next blockbuster for our podcast. Right. So I had to move on so quickly. And by the time blockbuster season is over, it's streaming, and I watched it on streaming. And I'm like, I remember even saying then too, this would have been a great theater experience.
It was really nice in theaters, I will say. The sound design, obviously, and just
the sound and the way it was shot, phenomenal.
It was very good in theaters,
and it's a crowd pleaser.
The
therapist from Ted Lasso's in it. Yeah. We're always happy to see her.
Sometimes being predictable is
who is in this from Ted Lasso?
The therapist from Ted Lasso is the mom.
Oh, Dr. Sharon. Yes. I
was like,
I don't know her name either. She's Dr. Sharon. Yeah.
When she first popped up on screen, I'm like, I know this lady. And I was like, oh, it's Dr. Sheridan from Ted Lasso. I have no idea what that name is, and I should know it, but she will always be the therapist.
Also in Fantastic Four First Steps.
Yes, that is true. God, look at her. She's getting out there. But yes, good for her.
Absolutely adored the movie. I'm sure watching it on streaming will be different than seeing it in the theaters, but that was probably my second favorite theater going experience of the year. We'll talk about my one in a little bit.
Is it me? 4?
For 4.
This might get punted. I'm not sure. Thunderbolt.
Punt.
Okay.
I haven't said it yet.
So
Juice?
I will punt then because my number 4 is Thunderbolts.
Okay.
Okay.
Moose, you're
yes.
Thunderbolts.
Moose and I are both for Thunderbolts, so we're both punting. Juice, what's your number 4?
My number 4 is Marty Supreme.
All right.
Oh, I have not seen it.
Okay, I have things to say about this movie, but I want to let Juice talk first.
I'll let Juice take
Okay.
it.
Yeah, it was interesting. I mean,
It is interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like the most delightful movie. There are absolute aspects of it that are just difficult, but when it comes to just like the, just it's a safety movie. So like it's just, it's, do you want more to add more anxiety to your life?
Yes. Yes.
And I think the answer
Put yourself
no.
through that. It's like, right. Like, no, you don't want that, but here we are. This is the movie that we're watching. So I saw it in theaters, which I assume most would.
We did, yeah.
But I went, yeah. It's the only movie in my top 10 list besides my number 5, which was Wicked, that I saw in theaters. So, and I saw it by myself the other week, but it was fun. Like, it does, the characters, just the story, the I think, which one did it? Josh Safdie. Yeah, I think he did a really good job of just the intensity, and you're invested. I mean, it's like it's long, but it's definitely one of the movies. So I can see why, like Mike, why you wouldn't have it on the list, but like it's one of the movies like I don't want to watch it for a very long time.
I will never rewatch it. That's not like a knock to the movie, but just like
this is for me in the. I always say when I do my top 10,
sounds like a knock to the movie.
What am I most likely to rewatch? I'm going to compare this to another film that I think is phenomenal, and that is Requiem for a Dream. I think that movie is phenomenal, but I never want to watch it ever again in my life.
Yeah, there are certain things I just can't see again. Yeah. And I think Marty Supreme is going to be on that list.
Here's my thing with Marty Supreme, and this is not a knock on the movie itself, but there is one and only one character in the movie that I think is redeemable. And the reason he's redeemable is because all he does is play ping pong, and that's Endo. And
I do like
every other character in this movie is like, oh my goodness, I don't care if something bad happens to them.
Honestly, I wish bad things would happen to most of them.
But I also get that that's why a lot of people like this.
And I understand that that's the point of the movie. Like, it's not a movie you're supposed to be rooting for these characters, but also, and I know that Benny was a young girl who died of chloria in a former life. I Mike knew I was about to go on a rant. But as the only current who didn't die in a previous life woman on this stream, there is one scene in this movie where, like, if you're a woman, you have heard a man talk like this. And I wanted to get up out of the theater at this point. And I know that he's not supposed to be a likable character, but I was like, I want to punch this man for this pretentious rant that he is going on right now. And I wanted him to get the beginning of The Social Network when Erica Albright gives that spiel to Mark Zuckerberg, where she's like, I want you to know that you're going to go through life thinking that nobody likes you because you're a nerd. And I want you from the bottom of my heart because you're an asshole. And like, I think that Marty Supreme needed that spiel in this movie, to be honest. That's just my personal takeaway. Again, I understand this movie is very well made.
Yeah.
I think that I'm just over Timothée Chalamet at this point. His whole run for the award season this year has been weird. I don't know if he's gonna win it. if he's like trying to stay in character as Marty or what he is doing. And I know he's going to win it, but I can't stand him at this point, to be honest.
Just give me Dune Messiah and I'll be happy.
Yeah,
that's all I need from Chalamet.
He's so unlikable to me at this point that I'm like, I don't want to see that man's face anymore. So that was also a problem I had with this movie. But I understand what people are getting out of. Just for me, I was like, no, I can't do this. But that's just a personal preference.
I will point out a couple things. The score for this movie is absolutely phenomenal in creating the tension. Yeah. Like, this movie is supposed to make you feel uneasy, and the score for this movie amplifies that.
Also, on a weird note, I don't understand why a movie set is in the 50s, right? Yeah. Used an 80s soundtrack.
I did agree. I did.
I don't understand.
I was a little off,
but I don't understand it.
Because all I knew, going in, like, it's 50s, and then the first song is Forever Young. And then there's more. Yeah, there's another one.
It's not a ton.
It's not a lot, but like enough to be like.
The songs we use are all 80s, and I'm like, that's weird. But all right.
Yeah. We're spoiled by Scorsese, who is the master of using music.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
On a personal level, the whole subplot with the dog just made me feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, that all. Yeah. I mean,
and not having seen the movie, I have to question: does he fuck a dog?
No.
No. Fair question. Fair question. But I will tell you one spoiler: no, thankfully.
Okay, good. Okay.
But again, the acting in this is phenomenal. Like, there's no performance in this movie that is not good. Like, when it comes down to it, it is a very
because at this point, I'm going to agree it's a well-made movie. And yes, the performances are good or whatever. But at this point, the way, again, unless Timothy Chalamet is really staying in character for this press run, I'm beginning to think there wasn't a lot of acting involved from him, actually. And I don't think he deserves the Oscar.
We'll talk about who I'm rooting for in a little bit.
But we'll get to that later. Okay, so Moose punted his 4. So we're up to you, right, Benny?
Benny, yes, 4.
All right. So there's been a lot of John Wick movies at this point. But what do you do if you write the perfect John Wick script, but Keanu Reeves and everyone refuse to make it? Well, obviously you do a few rewrites. You offer it to Jason Statham. Well, then if Jason Statham refuses that movie, then what do you do with this John Wick script?
What do
you give it to Kevin James and Christina Ricci. That's what you do. And that is why.
What is this movie?
This movie is called Guns Up. So if you want to see a hyper-violent action movie where Kevin James is playing the Jason Statham role and his wife is Christina Ricci.
I do, actually,
yes. Then this is the movie for you. And I know that, this not only was a big swing, this was actually in my honorable mentions on my actual movies. Like, is it the best movie in the world? No. But if you like dumb, just shoot 'em up action movies with like lovable characters, it scratches that itch. So I encourage everyone, Guns Up.
I want everyone to know that I am at that point in the stream where the MD 2020 is making my cheeks very warm.
You've consumed like almost 2 bottles of it.
Right? Well, okay. The pineapple I finished, but it only had like a little bit left in it.
Okay.
And then the Orange Jubilee, same thing. It was like halfway full.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I've had I probably had half a bottle of MD 2020 if we add up the 2 things, which is a lot of MD 2020 for me.
Benny, you're the best, brother. I love you, dude.
What?
I love you too.
What was the name of the Guns Up?
Guns Up.
Benny's list has been everything to me. All right, Mike, you're number 3.
I think this is probably getting punted. I assume it's Thunderbolts.
No, I don't have it any higher. Anyone have Thunderbolts higher?
I will say it was my actual number 1 movie on my favorite movies list, and it's not on my biggest swings list.
Okay.
This was by far my favorite superhero movie of the year.
Oh my god, yes, hands down.
Rocks. So rocks. It's fantastic.
It's criminal that this movie did not make double what it did at the box office because it deserved it. It's the best Marvel movie
in a long
time.
This may make its way into my top 5 favorite Marvel movies of all time, and that's saying a lot because Marvel Prime, like Marvel in its like first like 8 years, was on fire. This movie is so damn good. It's so good.
It hit on so many different levels when you're just taking these characters because it is still in the it's in the Marvel universe and stuff like that, and you're taking every one of these characters and you're almost like breaking them down from a psychological point of view and seeing what makes them so messed up, but then seeing what makes them come together at the same time. I adored this movie.
Yep.
As talking earlier about Zootopia and how I didn't think colonization was going to be what I got out of a Disney animated movie. I did not think that one of the best depictions of mental health in a movie would come out of a Marvel movie this year.
Yeah.
And yet,
it
did. And it was so, and I loved, I think I've discussed this before, but I'm going to say it again. So many times lately, because obviously Marvel's very successful for a reason, and I love so many Marvel movies, but they do kind of hit a certain formula at a certain point where they're like, oh, this really worked for us. We made a lot of money and people really seem to enjoy this movie. So we're going to kind of keep doing that for a while. And again, for a while, I felt like Marvel didn't let you sit in its emotional moments. It was like, we got to tell a joke. We got to get to the next part. We're going to make you feel something for a minute, and then we got to get to a joke. This movie let you sit and let you ruminate. It did have a lot of funny moments. It did have, your action and whatever. But I really love that when there was an emotional beat in this movie, it let you sit in that emotional beat for a minute, and it wasn't immediately like we have to get to the next quip.
Plus, you finally got a post-credit scene that fucking mattered.
It got you excited for something.
Yes. You saw the post-credit scene and you're like, Fantastic Four, fuck, let's go.
Sidebar on that. I literally looked at Bethany in the theater. I'm like, why does it say Fantastic Four score?
Yeah, they spoiled their own end credit thing in the credits.
Oh, did they? Oh, shit, I didn't catch that.
They had to.
I'm reading the credits like, why does it say Fantastic Four theme?
Michael Giacchino, Fantastic Four theme. So yeah, we did, and then we're like, oh, we understand now. So that was a little funny, but yes, talking about Marvel Prime, I just felt like when we walked out of that movie, I was like, Marvel's back. Like it gave me the kind of, the feelings that you used to get when you walked out of a Marvel movie.
It was, it was good. It hit that stuff. It didn't make my list, but but
different strokes for different.
It was good. Yeah. But it did a good job. All the things you guys were saying, it did a good job of. It just, yeah.
I was so fired up for this movie to watch this because the Thunderbolts comic series is one of my favorite Marvel comic series, and I'm still a guy who buys comic books every Wednesday, or at least digitally downloads comic books if I don't get a chance to actually go buy them in person. And I love the Thunderbolts series because it's always the B team. Mm-hmm. And when this movie started, about halfway through this movie, I leaned over and whispered to my wife, "This is exactly what Marvel needs."
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And then by the end of the movie, I walked out and was like, "Okay, this movie rocks." It's instantly making it into my top 5 favorite Marvel movies of all time. It's so good. And I just got to say, David Harbour is so locked into the Red Guardian character.
Love Red Guardian.
Yeah.
Dude, I know he's going to eat shit and die at the hands of Dr. Doom. And I will cry my ass off, but damn it, he plays that role so perfectly.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree 100%.
Benny, this is your favorite movie of the year, right?
Yes. What are your
gotta
thoughts?
speak to it.
Yeah. You're supposed to yell punt.
Well, he was on his other list.
It's on his official list tonight.
I think it's one of the few times this year that I've gone to the movies and I just left feeling nothing but happy. I didn't have to question or nitpick the holes in the movie. Mm-hmm. It was a solid Marvel movie, and it was full of joy, and it had a happy ending. there's nothing that you can see in the Marvels where you're going to walk away feeling bad. Like even all the people that the villain kills, spoiler alert if you've not seen it, plug your ears. They all come back when the villain dies.
Right.
It's like a throwback, and where like the good guys win, the good things happen, and you don't get that very much. And when you do get it, it often feels cliche or not earned, and it made sense with that. So it's just it was a feel good movie that earned its feel goodness.
I agree, 100%.
I loved it. Nothing but positive things to say about Thunderbolts.
100%.
What are we on? Number 3? Okay, it's my turn. I think I have this the highest. All right, Moose, we finally can talk about it. How to Train Your Dragon.
This was in my top 10 until I saw Zootopia.
It's so freaking good. I'm a big fan of the animated trilogy. The live action, I mean, again, we've discussed this. I came onto your podcast to talk about what I was but I loved it. It met my expectations. It probably exceeded my expectations. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I think that there is so many perks to animation. I think animation is fantastic. I hope that the art of animation never dies, and I love the animated movie. But I do think there are some perks to doing something live action. And a lot of live action remakes lately have been very cheap and very like, why is this necessary?
Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah. Seeing How to Train Your Dragon this year, I did not feel that way. I was like, I understand why we did this. There is something to be gained from this. Again, being able to see the emotions on an actor's face in certain scenes. It just hits different. It was so good. It's, again, if you've ever felt like, you're an outcast or you don't belong for this, that, or the other reason, and you find out you're exactly who you need to be, this movie's for you. Again, it's a boy and his dog movie. It's a coming of age story. It's a parents just don't understand story, but with dragons, and it's delightful and chef's kiss.
And the guy from Y2K is in it.
Yes.
Yes, they do it. They did have Julian Dennison in it, and I am a huge as a Kiwi lover myself. I'm a huge Julian Dennison fan.
Fred Durst,
Y2K.
Fred Durst,
Fred Durst.
Fred Durst is sadly not in How to Train Your Dragon.
Here's the thing: the secret to the success of this movie and the charm of this movie was the fact that they brought back Dean DuBois as the director, who directed the animated How to Train Your Dragon, and they brought back John Powell, who scored How to Train Your Dragon.
The John Powell score is everything.
It's everything. And then oh my God, I'm totally drawing a blank on who they cast as Hiccup.
Mason Thames.
Thank you, Mason Thames. And he's coming off of the Black Phone series.
Mm-hmm.
He's a star in the making. He played this role perfectly. But the scene stealer for this, there's two people in this that are perfectly cast. One is Gobber, and that's Nick
Frost.
Frost. He's perfect in that role.
So good.
But you brought Gerard Butler, who voiced Stoic the Vast in the How to Train Your Dragon movies. And to your point, Bethany, like, yes, he provides a great vocal performance, but then when you see him in this movie, he provides a great performance. There's several times in this movie, there's one in particular when he is apologizing to Toothless after he thinks Hiccup has passed away, and you see all the emotion on Gerard Butler's face, even with all the prosthetics and everything, and it's so good. If there was one animated movie that deserves a cinematic universe, it's How to Train Your Dragon. Keep making these movies. Keep allowing Dean DuBois to come back. Let John Powell come back to score it. You've got the perfect cast. I love this movie.
Yeah, seriously. They really nailed the casting in this movie. Like, everyone is so impeccable in it. I couldn't agree more.
Yep. Fantastic.
Juice, you're number 3.
My number 3 is the first movie in reality that I watched with my girlfriend. So we started dating in 2025, and then we had our first date, which I'll mention in honorable mentions, was our not our first date, but like one of our dates, she broke her foot. And she's a music teacher, and she dropped a crash cymbal on her foot.
Ooh, that hurts.
And so like we're early in dating, and I'm like trying to like figure out dates that don't involve any kind of walking in the spring.
Movies.
And all we got is movies. Yeah, that's all we got. So like Captain America, Brave New World. Neither of us like wanted to watch it.
But
that was all we got. So we watched that. And then like the first movie we watched at our apartment was that like one Obama movie, like somebody recommended, like one of the weird technology movie from like years ago, not from this year. So it was like that was like the one, yeah, whatever that movie was with, I don't even remember who was in it. So like we watched like Captain America, and then we watched like that one movie, and then finally the first movie that we watched that was of my own volition was a movie that was on HBO this year, and I started it, got 15 minutes in personally, and was like, I think she would like it. I'm gonna wait and like watch it with her, and that was Mickey 17.
Oh wow!
Yes, okay, Mickey 17. I enjoyed that movie.
Yeah, and it was a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun, and just because of all of that, yeah, it's number 3. Like it was just a fun movie.
Story. I'm here for it. I'm Gen Z. I'll do the Gen Z part as well.
Yeah,
Mickey 17 was my most anticipated of this past year.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was, and it was also, I think, my big. Look, there is a lot to like with Mickey 17.
Yeah.
What I was expecting Parasite level, like Bong Joon-ho movie.
Sure. Yeah, I can understand that. Yeah.
Mickey 17 is
it's about halfway there.
Yeah.
Did I just lose everyone on the audio portion of this?
No, we hear you.
Hello?
Can you all hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, this is probably not a good thing that I can only hear myself and not you guys. Okay.
I know, Moose has lost us.
Mickey 17 is not a terrible movie. It was disappointing on my end, though. I will say that.
Sure.
Wait, can everyone else hear us?
I'm gonna have to switch my mic really quick. I will be right back. Maybe go to Benny for number.
That's a Moose
3.
problem. That's a Mickey problem.
Okay, it's Mickey. Benny, you're number 3.
So we're going to stick with South Korean directors here, and we're going to go with The Great Flood. Now, I'm advocating for this movie everywhere I go. It's on Netflix. It's called The Great Flood. It's a South Korean disaster movie about a great flood. So now, but that's just the surface, because this movie manages to do what few movies can, and that is have every single genre of movie in the same movie.
That's impressive.
Yeah, so it's a disaster movie, it's a drama, it's an action movie, it's a sci-fi movie, it's a steampunk futuristic movie. Every 10 minutes, it gives you an unexpected and unnecessary twist and turn, and that's why it's one of the biggest swings of the year. Especially if you love disaster movies, you must give it a shot. The Great Flood. Please check it out.
Great Flood. Okay.
The Great Flood is a bonkers movie. Like bonkers movie. I watched this movie like after the beginning of the year because I asked JT and Benny, I'm like, is there any movies you guys would recommend? And he's like, dude, watch this movie. So I watched it, and like I text Benny probably like 2.5 hours later. I'm like that movie takes a turn. Benny was like, that movie takes 6 turns. I'm like, yeah, it really does. Like, yeah, that's
wild.
It's a bonkers movie. I would recommend it though. I think my number 3 will probably get punted. It's Sinners.
Punt.
Yep. Okay.
Small punt for me. But
all right,
punt.
so it's me for 2.
Yeah.
Okay, my number 2, I gotta give a couple of qualifications to. First off, first things first. I was sick of this fucking trailer because I saw it so many times in theaters.
Smile 2?
It's not Smile 2.
Oh.
We saw this on everything, and I don't think this was a good trailer. And I did not have very big expectations for this movie based on the trailers. And then all of a sudden, like a month before its release, they start showing it to critics, which is usually a good sign. And I'm seeing names of people who I respect are like, "This movie rocks."
I know what it is now.
This movie rocks. I'm like, really? Like this is the kind of movie that I was kind of like, if I see it, I see it. If I don't, I don't. So then I'm like, all right, we need to see this, opening weekend because I don't want to get it spoiled and stuff. And I saw it and I absolutely loved it. And this was like the perfect Mike Deacon movie. And that, of course, is Predator Badlands.
It was really good. It was a really solid movie, honestly.
This movie, on so many levels, being branded as a Predator movie and presented the way it is, should not have worked.
Yep.
But the way that it was constructed, you've never seen a Predator movie really told from this perspective before. And I think that's what made it better for me. Because if they had just went with the conventional Predator route and had this told from somebody else's perspective and not from the Predator perspective, this doesn't work. But because they went at it this way, it's my second favorite movie of the year.
This movie really was. Again, talking earlier about found family and stuff. Yeah, this movie definitely kind of feeds into that. And, you're better off with someone than by yourself. And
I couldn't believe how much fun I had with this movie.
Yep.
It's the best Predator movie in a long ass time.
I knew 20 minutes into it, I pulled it back. I'm like, I'm fucking in.
Yeah, that opening scene's phenomenal.
It's so good.
Really
and then it switches from that like smaller contained story to this just like crazy wild like sci-fi adventure. And I was like, I'm on board for every bit of this.
Yes.
And you know what? I understand the criticism of El Fanny, but fuck off. That character is so much fun. I had so much freaking fun with this movie.
It's fun. It's good. The pacing I felt like was really good. Like you didn't feel like it was too long. Like it's great.
Since we've had the Jurassic World or Jurassic Park discussion, I haven't seen this new movie.
Oh.
But is this top?
Oh, treat yourself.
Is this no for you?
Way up there.
It's top.
It's at least top three Predators. Top three Predator movies.
Yeah.
What's the second? What's the second?
Predator 2.
Prey.
Okay.
Prey, yeah, Prey's solid answer.
But Juice, this movie rocks.
Okay.
If you're
this is the best action movie of the year.
He's so right. Like we were like, oh my god, this freaking trailer again. Like I was like, for another Predator movie. Yep, okay. And then the reviews came out, and it was like people that we trust were like people that we like to review or saying good things about it. And we went and saw it, and I was like, damn, that's a good movie.
I had so much fun with this movie.
It's really solid.
I walked into this being like, I'm fucking over Predator. I don't want to watch any more in this series. Yeah. And literally by halfway through, I'm just like, dude, I am loving this so much fun.
I'm like, give me more Predator. Give me
it's so much fun. And it's all told, the main character in the story is a Predator.
Mm-hmm.
You get to see their home planet. Like, it's cool. Awesome. It's awesome.
It's like Predator in training too.
Yeah.
Which is, I think
it's very different in tone than many Predator movies you have probably, all Predator movies you've ever seen. But I'm grateful for that. Like I really liked the perspective that they gave.
Juice, watch this movie.
Prey, because Prey. Well, right. I was thinking about Prey.
Prey, yes. Prey was like a Hulu exclusive.
Is Prey a Predator movie, technically? I don't remember.
Prey is also a Predator movie.
Yeah.
Prey is superb.
Yeah.
Predator. And I love Prey. No, I've seen Prey. I love Prey.
Yeah, I think
if you like Prey, you're going to like this.
Yeah, I think so too.
It's a very, very solid entry.
Benny, you were a Predator Badlands dude, right?
I love Predator Badlands.
It's awesome.
It went in and out like honorable mentions into my top 10 back and forth, different iterations of my list, but it's one of the better movies of the year for sure.
It's like, I know that Bethany and Juice, and I think you two do at this point now know, like, what are the check boxes to hit for me to like a movie? This one hit every one of them.
Oh, sorry, those guys. My number 2 is getting punted because I know what your number 1 is. So we're just gonna skip over that. Juice, for the record, it's Sinners. But Juice, what is your number 2?
My number 2, great question. Oh, my number 2 is, I think, not gonna get punted.
Sorry,
my number 2 is anti-air traffic controller Dallas Fort Worth.
Yeah, I just saw that. That's funny.
Just kidding. My number 2 is One Battle After Another.
Solid movie.
Yep.
No one has it higher, correct?
Nobody had it 1, yeah.
All right.
Nobody.
So yeah, let's open the discussion. One battle. Thoughts, feelings.
Yeah, for me, one, while watching the movie, I didn't realize that Sean Penn was that character.
Right? He looked so good at first.
Really, I 100% was like, that's Sean Penn. So
I
that's
said the
interesting.
same thing.
Like once I knew that, it was like, oh my gosh, that makes so much sense. But like,
Yeah.
holy cow, he did such a good job.
Benicio del Toro is my favorite part of this whole movie.
Benicio
100%.
is my favorite.
Hands
Yeah,
down.
Benicio del Toro.
I was like, I love it.
100%.
Fantastic. And it was weird, like when it does the time jump
Yeah.
and it shot up, and like the first character you see in the time jump is Benicio del Toro,
Yes.
Mhm.
and I didn't know he was in it, and I was at first was like, is that Leo? like Leo, I was like, is that how Leo is? And then it like showed Leo, and I was like, no, I don't think so. But it
Oh, that's so funny.
was great. But no, that better than Mickey 17. They did the cat and mouse better, much more like for the story and everything going on. I think it all like it. PTA always does a good
PTA.
job.
Yeah,
Can I
always
It's
brings
one
it.
of the best.
say a
And-
potentially controversial statement? I'm not a big PTA fan, but I did enjoy this movie. Thank you, Benny. Thank you. Thank you for validating.
In general, I am.
So on the same token, like there are some PTA movies I've liked and some I haven't. Like I'm kind of on the either
For
or
the most
kind
part.
of this movie is the second best casted movie of the year. We're going to talk about the first one a little bit, but the performances in this movie are phenomenal. Like you have 5 or 6 just A+ performances in this movie.
Yep.
And like when Teyana Taylor won the Golden Globe the other night, I was like, "Fuck yeah, you get on with that right now because you deserved it." She's in the movie for what?
Yeah.
Maybe a half hour, 25 minutes or so, and just is magnetic in that performance.
Yeah, saw performances all around, truly. In
This
movie.
is Chase Infinity's first
acting
movie,
Right?
first
Crazy.
acting role.
acting.
I know.
That is incredible. Leo DiCaprio's daughter in this movie, Chase Infinity, is incredible.
She's phenomenal. I was like, well, she's
Yeah.
got a future ahead of her.
This was my number 6, Juice, on my pretentious list.
Yeah.
Very, very, very good movie.
Yeah.
This was my movie that everyone got that I didn't. Movie
Yep.
of the year.
So
And I salute that.
I
You know what I
put
mean?
this at 9 for a reason again because it's like most likely to rewatch. I don't know how often I'm gonna rewatch this.
Right.
movie.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
I don't
of
know if
course.
I'm going to revisit it a ton, but I appreciate
No, this
it
was
for what it is.
this was a fantastically made movie.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So while I will agree that Benicio del Toro stole the show in
Mhm.
One Battle After Another,
A few
there is
spoilers.
another movie in which I think he stole our hearts.
Mm.
And that's my number 2.
Yes.
Oh,
And this is Benny's least favorite movie of the year. And I love to promote this movie. It's Wes Anderson's The Phoenician Scheme.
I still have not seen
I I was like Googling and looking at movies, and I was about to ask, like, has anyone seen or heard of Wes Anderson's The Phoenician Scheme?
This movie rocks. I've seen this movie at least 5 times this year with my wife. And both my wife and I are like this. Like 2 weeks ago, we were on a cruise in the Caribbean, right? Sorry, first world problems there. They showed 7 movies on repeat on the cruise.
Okay.
It was The Phoenician Scheme, it was Jurassic World Rebirth, it was the new Mission Impossible movie, it was Thunderbolts, thank God. It was How to Train Your Dragon, again, thank God. And I what was I can't remember the other one, but we rewatched like the back half of The Phoenician Scheme. And at this point, we had watched it at least 4 times this year. And I turned to my wife and I was like, holy fuck, this might be like one of my favorite movies of the year. And she's like, this movie rocks. It's so fucking quirky. Benicio del Toro is magnetic. You cannot like not watch him in this movie. Michael Cera is so freaking charming in this movie. Michael Cera is like a triple agent, and with each agent gets a different accent. And then there's these cameos in this movie. Bryan Cranston and Tom Hanks play brothers in this movie.
Oh, okay.
And it's fantastic. Like Riz Ahmed shows up and he's like the Prince of Egypt in this movie. It's so charming. This is prime Wes Anderson like movie making. The Phoenician Scheme I cannot promote enough.
I'm so like up and down on Wes Anderson movies because there's a few I really like and a few I'm like I didn't hit for me. Yeah. So like I guess I should watch it. Like I'm actually kind of an outlier. I think The Life Aquatic is my favorite Wes Anderson movie, and
it's a great movie. Yeah,
I know that one's very polarizing, but some of his movies I very much enjoyed. Like I like The Royal Tenenbaums a lot. I like Bottle Rocket. You know, but then there's.
I think if you like the Grand Budapest Hotel, you're gonna like the Phoenician Scheme.
I don't like the Grand Budapest.
The Grand Budapest didn't hit for me.
Interesting. Okay.
Did you see?
Did
you see the one before this, Asteroid City?
No, I actually.
I liked Asteroid City.
Relatively,
yeah. Not love.
It's the exact same movie as Asteroid City, just with all of the joy sucked out of it. And I don't even like Asteroid City. This is by far the worst movie of the year, and it wasn't close. There's like the live action Snow White, then there's like an ocean of dog shit, and then there's the Phoenician Scheme.
Oh wow! Now, weirdly enough, this is what makes me want to watch it the most because I'm like, is it going to be that bad?
So I hate to ask you to suck balls, Benny, but seriously, suck balls.
I think Stephanie and I might watch the Phoenician Scheme tomorrow.
Pile of dog shit.
Please do, and please report back to Benny and I.
Also, I love the absolute disrespect which has been warranted toward one actor who has been involved in many of these movies that we have crapped on, and that is Michael Cera.
Michael Cera, listen, buddy, we love you. You're out there doing it. You know,
he's in the Phoenician Scheme.
He's in Running Man. Yeah.
He actually was. He was actually
better parts of the Running Man.
Yeah,
maybe the third best part of Barbie.
When he died,
he's great, Barbie.
When he died in Running Man, I was like,
I got nothing against Michael Cera. You know, he's we love you.
Scott
all right, Benny. What's your number 2, Benny? You ball sucking son of a bitch.
So my number 2, if you take the most handsome actor of the 1990s, if you lock him on an airplane full of villains from 90s video games, and then you make them fight to the death in the most violent and over-the-top way possible.
Okay, sold.
You have Fight or Flight, the Josh Hartnett modern classic. If you've not seen this movie, and you have not, I know I'm the only one that has, for the love of God, come and watch. You get to see Josh Hartnett beat a man to death with a seatbelt. Like if that doesn't get you in the door, you just don't love movies.
What will?
Betty, you need to be working
Josh?
for PR
Yeah,
for
you actually could be selling these movies better than anything.
You need to
else.
be like, you need to be like actually.
The career trajectory
the
that
movies.
Josh Hartnett has been on recently, I'm here for. And that sounds like something I need to be in. I need to be into.
So, like, if you remember Y2K, which I know we were all fond of,
We were
like the type of kills in Y2K, that's the entire movie is Josh Hartnett killing people in over-the-top ways like that.
yes.
Nice.
Sold. Actually, Juice, I know you've been keeping track of our top 10s. I'm going to need you to send me Benny's list specifically because I will be watching
I will.
I think we're gonna go through Benny's
all
list
these movies.
and start at 10 and go to 1 and watch them.
I can't
Yeah.
tell, but I'm going to watch
I got
them.
it. Yeah, I got it.
You know? All right. We're finally at our number one.
It was spoiled on.
Wait, honorable mentions.
Oh, honorable mentions. Yes, it is.
First.
Oh yeah.
All right, so I have.
Quick, we're going to just lightning round honorable
We'll
mentions.
go Mike. Yeah,
Oh.
Mike.
All right,
Honorable mentions.
I got a few I want to mention. First off, 28 years later.
Same.
Definitely.
Oh, can't wait for that.
I love.
Can't
what
wait
you're
for that
doing
this
there.
week.
We're
Yep.
seeing the next one tomorrow. I cannot wait for that.
Oh,
Yep.
Movies that were already mentioned. How to Train Your Dragon 100% is in honorable mentions. The two that I want to mention
We'll be right back.
Technically made for, I toyed with whether I was going to put these into my list or not because they basically were TV specials, but documentaries. I was like, do I put them in? Do I not put them in? Do I put them in? Do I not? Those are Ozzy Osbourne, No Escape From Now, which is the documentary about the last concert that was performed for him, plus his Hall of Fame induction, the last days of his life. And then this one's more of a mini series on HBO. Quite honestly, if I'm ranking content for the year, number one for me, it's Billy Joel. And so it goes, it's a 2-part miniseries, about 5 hours in total. As somebody who grew up idolizing the man, this hit me harder than anything else, period, this year. And I have to also mention 2 movies that I was on your podcast for because I had fun with the one and the other one just kind of hit me in the feels. The Naked Gun is just a ton of fun to watch. And Spinal Tap: The End Continues, which I watched a second time. And I actually agree with Benny a lot with what Benny said on the podcast, where it's like, it feels like it's an ancillary material that's like, your bonus DVD material. But after Rob Reiner died, it hit so much harder. And if you watch it again with knowing what's gone on, the movie hits you in a different way.
Dude, I watched it a week ago, and I love Spinal Tap 2. It's so good. Yeah. Very, very good.
It's not something that's going to make you laugh every 30 seconds the way the original did, but it's going to hit you because you know the characters and you have a connection to them. And when it gets to the point where it hits its crescendo and it hits the final joke, you're cracking up, and the end credits are delightful. But it definitely, the second viewing of that movie was better than the first.
Yeah, agreed.
Basically ditto to everything he said. Those are basically my honorable mentions. 20 years later, I'm so excited for the next one. I love the weird stuff Jock O'Connell is doing lately. Keep doing it, my dude. The Billy Joel docuseries was really good. I had Ruth Band in my honorable mentions. I did enjoy it, but didn't quite crack my top 10. I noticed we've already talked about it. That's it for me.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool. My honorable mentions, I have 4 movies.
Hit it.
Because I watched 14 movies this year.
The other ones he saw.
And my first is Captain America: The Brave New World, because that is the first movie that me and my girlfriend saw in theaters together.
You'll never forget that. Rogue One was
So,
ours.
It was enjoyable.
The best Star Wars movie ever made.
Fine.
Rogue One.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, it's up there for me for sure for many reasons.
Rogue One's great. Second to that is The Naked Gun, which was very fun. Yeah,
that was very solid.
fun.
Yes, I agree.
It's a fun movie.
Yeah, very fun.
And Pamela Anderson getting to strut her stuff after all these years, like in a different way than she's ever done, was great.
Yeah, very much so.
And then for me, Thunderbolts was my number 12 of the year. It didn't make. Yeah, I don't know, for whatever reason, it just didn't click with me.
Didn't hit with you the same way.
Yeah, it didn't hit with me the same way. But I tried, but yeah. But number 11 was a movie called Companion.
Yes.
Companion was great.
Yeah. It was very fun. And interesting. Yeah, very. I was expecting to have a good dialogue with our friend AJ on this.
Yeah.
Movie. But he is
R.I.P. AJ.
Yeah,
I'm sorry for whatever I did.
I swear, Benny, it's not you. It's not you.
I mean, if you're gonna have Human 3841 on, AJ just absolutely hates that guy.
Sure.
Fair enough. I get it. I really get it.
We aren't him, but the companion movie was very, very interesting and fun, and yeah, definitely entangled. A web of weaves that should not be untangled. So.
Has everyone seen Companion? Because if so, there's a question I want to ask about the movie.
We haven't watched it yet, but I actually listened to your review of it. So
okay,
say what you want with it.
Okay, so like outside of the concepts that you have to wrestle with after seeing a movie like Companion is what is humanity? At what point do machines and humans stop being able to differentiate from each other? But the real question is, they were repossessing sex robots. Like there are vans going out and repossessing these robots that people have been copulating with. Or as a society, we okay with these things being resold? It seems like that should be a one-time use item. That's just the only problem I had with Companion is like I constantly think like there's a secondary market for sex robots, and I'm uncomfortable with that.
I mean, slightly used, very used.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that's something that once you break the seal, you're obligated to make all the payments.
Yeah.
Also, you numerical designation of the Human 3841. I'm sure you chose that specifically because 38 obviously is an even number and 41 is an odd number, right? So are you doing the yin and yang? Are you just fucking with us here, Benny?
No, it's the last four of my dad's social.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
Moose, what are your honorable mentions?
Oh boy. I did not put down honorable mentions. So I'll say this. Obviously, Wicked for Good was in there. That should have been my number 7 in place of Jurassic World Rebirth, which was an honorable mention. F1 is an honorable mention. God, I wish I would have seen that movie in theaters. One Battle After Another, which made my list, but technically did not, is an honorable mention. Train Dreams is an honorable mention. I feel like The Ballad of Wallace Island.
For a second, I thought you were going to say Wallace Shawn, and I was like, hell's yeah.
It is not Wallace Shawn. I wish it was. The Ballad of Wallace Shawn. The Ballad of Wallace Island.
Okay. Luna.
Is a very, very small movie. This movie has a cast of like 3 people. It's basically about a Scottish guy who wins the lottery. He lives on his own in this little like island off the coast of Scotland, and he hires his favorite childhood pop star to come and entertain him for the weekend. It is so quirky. It is so charming. It is so much fun. Like I just watched this movie like a week ago on a plane.
What is it?
It's great.
What is it called again?
It's called The Ballad of Wallace Island. I would highly, highly recommend it. If I had watched this in 2025, this may have made my top 10.
Solid. My candle just died. It lives
which
a
is
good life.
correct. That's
It lives
correct.
a good life, though. Benny, any honorable mentions? As I'm just sitting here as my candle.
Sorry, I'm just a little emotionally broke up about the candle, but I will go on to give you my honorable mentions. So the first one, it's a documentary called Great Britain and the Blitz. We're talking about dad movies with F1. This is literally a World War II documentary that they've remastered and put color onto.
That's a bad movie.
You won't see like World War II, the Blitz bombings and full life color. It's a really fascinating watch. And another one, this was in my actually top 10 favorite movies. Both of these were The Lost Bus. It's the best pure disaster movie of 2025. It's Matthew McConaughey, American Ferrera. They're trying to rescue children from a forest fire. It's intense. Matthew McConaughey and her both give great performances.
Also has to do with the Los Angeles wildfires.
Yeah. And like the movie is not small budget. Like they're practical fires. They're huge sets. Like this is like a movie. It's like, man, they lost a lot of money by not putting this in the theater. So I encourage you, if you get a chance, see The Lost Bus. It's a great movie.
Solid. All right, we're at our number ones. Mike had to go take our dog out because she was being needy. So we'll get back to him in a second. I will go ahead and start us off. We all know what my number one is. It's Wicked for Good. And I've already talked about this movie ad nauseum. I won't go on for too long. What I will say is, again, when it comes to, for me, what makes the favorite movie of the year is what was my expectations? Did it meet it or did it exceed it? My expectations for this movie were very high. I'm a big fan of the musical, and I loved the first movie. I loved the direction that John M. Chu took this movie, and I love the performances of the first movie. I cannot state enough. I understand why it did not meet expectations for other people. I totally understand it. But for me, as someone who loves Act 2 of the musical, as someone who loved the first movie and that had very high expectations for the second movie, it hit everything I wanted it to. I saw it twice in theaters within the span of like 4 days. I cried both times. It's now gonna, obviously be on, you can watch it at home. I've listened to the soundtrack ad nauseum since it's come out. I've talked to people ad nauseum about it since it's come out. It hit for me, and that's all I'm going to say. I loved it. I know it's not for everyone. I understand that the first movie is technically better. I also understand that the musical Act 1 is technically stronger. I get that. Act 2 has always been the heart for me. It's always been some of my favorite songs. Thank goodness. No Good Deed is one of my all-time favorite songs, and Wicked. No Good Deed is so good. And Cynthia Erivo gives it her all. And obviously For Good has always been, it's the big climax song for a reason. It's so good. It's so emotional. Also, I just want to say that as someone who 100% doubted Ariana Grande when she got casted in this movie, I was so wrong. She really gave it her all. And again, this is one of those instances where the medium of film can really pay off. You don't get close-ups in theater. And I think that the medium of film, getting to see the close-up of the actors' faces just really adds a certain layer to certain scenes, gives you different context to certain scenes that you as a lifelong, fan of this show, that I've been able to get a greater appreciation for thanks to the movies. So John M. Chu, I salute you. Thank you for bringing one of my favorite musicals to the big screen and doing it such justice. Can't wait till you direct Hamilton in a couple of years. Let's face it. So excited for that. And I will yield the floor now to Mike, who I know is going to talk about Sinners, which is also one of my favorite movies of the year. So Sinners, hit it.
So when Sinners got announced,
Punt. This is my number one. Yeah, so it doesn't matter.
All right, so both Mike and Jesus my number two. it's so good.
All
right, but wait. What, Bethany? What was your number two?
Sinners.
Okay.
Yes, Sinners is so good.
All right, I'll start, Juice, and I'll pass.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah.
When this movie first got announced, I don't think I really absorbed what the scope of it was. And I don't think you could have absorbed the scope of what it was, like if you read like a press release or anything like that, based on everything the movie wound up being. We did not go opening weekend. Again, it was something where we had some kind of conflict or something like that. And for reference, in Savannah, most of the movies we go to, even if it is opening weekend, if it's more than a quarter full, that's a lot. We saw this the second weekend it was out, and our theater was like 3/4 full, which is insane for our, and not only being here, but being the second weekend it was out. This was the best theater going experience I have had in a while. There are certain movies that you get annoyed with people for yelling at the screen or interacting and stuff. This one, people were yelling, "Oh shit, don't go in there. Oh no." Oh. And we were like, yes, this is making this so much better.
Very solid.
I just can't say enough. And I mentioned this briefly when I did the soundbite for your podcast. When there's like a checklist of things that you want to see in a movie, I think this movie hit every single one of them in spades. And Sinners had such a phenomenal musical score.
God, the music is so good in this movie.
Fantastic. So good.
The score and the soundtrack, both of them.
Ludwig.
Ludwig and Ryan can make movies together forever, and I will be happy. And it's literally the modern equivalent to Spielberg and Williams. And I hope that this goes for decades with the two of them making movies together.
Well said.
Michael B. Jordan pulled off the dual role better than anyone I think I've ever seen. Like, it's been done before, and people have done it well, but I don't think I've ever seen it pulled off like this. And he's getting the Oscar nominations definitively, deservedly, because he pulled off two characters that had slight nuances to them, but they are twins, and he made you recognize which one was which, even though it's the same actor portraying both. You were watching this movie and noticing which one is which with the nuances and everything, even though they look identical. He's phenomenal in this role. And then Jack O'Connell literally probably became my favorite up-and-coming actor in this movie. And I will go tomorrow night and I will find out if he pulls off what I think he's going to pull off. And from what I've heard he pulls off in The Bone Temple, Jack O'Connell rocks in this movie.
May I just say, as a Twins fan, I always knew that Jack O'Connell was
This guy, just the second he hit the screen in that movie, you knew was taking over.
Can we give some love also to Miles Canton, who plays Sammy?
Yes.
Phenomenal. This kid is phenomenal.
This is his first movie acting role too.
Yes. Yep. Again, speaking earlier, first acting roles, his acting is phenomenal. I can't believe this is his first movie.
Yeah.
His singing voice, like his voice is phenomenal. Like he really like him singing the blues. I was like, damn. Like
there's that moment when he is playing the guitar and singing in the car to Smoke or to Stack.
Stack, I think,
Yeah. And Stack is bewildered. He looks at him and he has this moment where he's like, and then he just yells out, "Woo!" I knew at that point in time this is going to be a great movie.
Yeah. It's so and just I mean, spoilers, but the ending.
Let them in. When
he talks about that was his he's like, that was a great day. And he's like, that was the last time I saw my brother. It's such an interesting movie because the first half is one story and the second half is this totally different thing, but still the same story. But it all is this cohesive thing. And it just, at the end of the day, it's about family. It's about this great day. It's about it's just.
Is this the best post-credit scene ever?
Oh, yes. Phenomenal.
Yeah.
It's so this movie is phenomenal. I remember when we went and saw it, we had high expectations and we saw it again. We had a great theatrical experience. It was so good, but you sit with this movie and you think about it. And then when you rewatch it and you've thought of it, it just is so good. Ryan Coogler, seriously, give this man whatever he wants, let him direct whatever he wants. Like, he's so talented. And yes, the combination of him and Ludwig, like, they're like, again, how fortunate are we that the roommates. Two of them happen to be roommates in school? Like, that really panned out for us as a movie-going audience. That really panned out for us because they were so talented. And when you combine their talents, it's just perfection every time.
I gotta ask Juice, like, did you know the vampire twist going into it?
No.
Okay. Ooh, okay, good.
That's exactly what I wanted to hear. Because, like, I know the trailers alluded to it. They didn't, like, when
I didn't see it.
But I know that you are somebody who doesn't necessarily see everything as much as a lot of us do.
I don't watch.
What was your reaction when the vampire twist happened?
Right. It was. Yeah, it was legitimate. Like, holy crap! Yeah, it's vampires. No, yeah. Like,
and wild.
It was fun. Yeah, because I don't watch movies the way that like Jacob London watches movies. Or somebody.
We say with respect.
Somebody that we know.
Finish lower than me in the fantasy football league. Just saying.
It's just fun. So like it was fun to see that, and then whatever. Like
whatever.
Yeah,
this movie rocks, right, Juice?
It's just so good.
Yeah.
So this movie just
covered it.
This movie,
but Sinners, and I haven't even talked about it yet. It's my number one, but like Sinners is great. Is that are we?
Yeah, we're at number one, pal.
Yeah, we're talking about it.
We're talking Sinners.
Yeah, we're talking Sinners.
This stream is never ending. Sinners is great.
A+.
Moose.
It's great.
Any more thoughts on Sinners before we move to Moose's number one?
It was the best Dusk Till Dawn movie released in 2025.
Damn straight it was.
There it is.
Moose, I think I know your number one if it's the same as your number one. And I'm excited to talk about it.
The movie that hit me harder than any other movie this year.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to do this on this stream without crying.
Okay.
I rewatched the documentary today while I was waiting at the airport, and then while I was on the airport.
Yeah.
And listen, there was a unicorn, majestic creature of a man known as John Candy.
Damn straight. Oh no, I'm gonna get emotional.
And this unicorn of a man means the absolute world to me, to the Haas's in general.
Mm-hmm.
There is not a time in the Haas family in which we were not watching good, bad, hard times, great times, that we were not watching a John Candy movie. And there's not a time in my life in which I have not experienced a high or a low in which I cannot revisit a John Candy movie.
Yeah, straight.
And just feel the love for this man who, and I turned 43 years old in 2 weeks, and John Candy died at 43 years old. And I think about that quite a bit, that this man was able to leave this type of a lasting impact on this planet as just a genuinely good human being. And this documentary just absolutely highlighted, and I understand that it's not a perfect documentary, but you know what? It was perfect for me. It encapsulated everything I loved about the man that was John Candy, everything I find that is comforting in John Candy. John Candy is my comfort zone. If I'm in a good mood, I watch a fucking John Candy movie. Mm-hmm. If I'm in a bad mood, I watch a fucking John Candy movie. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And this movie was made with such love and dedication to the unicorn of a man that was John Candy. and it is I Like Me. It is directed by Colin Hanks. It is produced by Ryan Reynolds' company, Maximum Effort.
Yeah.
And these guys just absolutely poured all the love and respect that the man that is John Candy deserved.
Yes.
That is my favorite thing I have watched all year. If you have not watched the John Candy documentary, fuck.
I've watched it twice now.
Stop what you're doing right now and absolutely go out there and watch it. And The Great Outdoors is maybe Smithy is in the comments right now. That is my favorite John Candy movie, Smithy. Fucking love you, buddy. Well said. But yeah, look, John Candy is still and is my favorite actor of all time.
When we finished watching it the other day, I watched it in parts because we started watching it one day, and
I finished it. Yeah, and then she had to come back and
I didn't finish it that night, not because I didn't want to. It was just I had to go to bed. And so I finished watching the second half, and when we finished watching the second half, I turned to Mike, and I'm gonna try not to get emotional, but I said, for years I've wondered why we don't have family movies, the kind of family movies that we had when I was. We got muted. Sorry. For years I've wondered. I'm like, God, I miss family, like a family movie. Like, yes, we still have animated movies that come out and stuff that's good for the, but like we don't have the kind of movies that came out in the 90s, like the late 80s, early 90s. The John Candy movies. And for years I've been like, why don't we have those movies anymore? And I turned to Mike after we finished the documentary, and I was like, maybe because we don't have him anymore. Like that is his thing, and it just made me so emotional, but I think it's so true. Like John Candy was truly one of a kind, and this documentary captures that. And again, I was quite young when he passed away, and obviously I've grown up on his movies. I've always been, you forget how many things John Candy is in.
Yeah.
And, when they interviewed Macaulay Culkin, he said it so well, and I was like, damn, he's so right. Like, you think of John Hughes, like people are like, oh, like like Molly Greenwood, whatever, and he's like, no, John Candy, like he is in more John Hughes movies than any other actor. And I was like, God, that's so like you're right. Like I didn't even think about it like that, but you're so right. But anyways, obviously you forget how many movies John Candy's in. You forget just like you said, he's a unicorn of a man. And how just absolutely how great he is. But again, I was fairly young when he passed away, and so I didn't know things like the eulogies. Like when this movie started with that Dan Aykroyd eulogy, I was like, "Fuck."
The Catherine
the Catherine, yeah.
That's the one that got me. The Catherine O'Hara one.
100%. Yeah, and one of the great things about this documentary is my wife knows my love of John Candy. We've been together at this point. We have been together for 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
We've been married for 11. I watch The Great Outdoors every year. But there were movies that, like after watching this documentary, I got to introduce my wife to. She's not seen Uncle Buck.
Wow.
And I got to introduce her to Uncle Buck. She's not seen Who's Harry Crumb. I got to introduce her to Who's Harry Crumb. She's not seen Summer Rental. I got to introduce her to Summer Rental, and Benny can agree with me. That's maybe one of like Candy's best movies.
You don't even have to put Candy in there. It's just one of the best movies.
Yeah.
And so, this documentary really, because my wife got to see that love, and we went back and we did a whole Extra Movie Butter podcast episode just dedicated to the memory of John Candy.
It's lovely. Check it out.
Yes.
Yeah, it's very lovely if you haven't seen it. But my favorite actor
so good.
Deserved his own documentary.
Yes.
This documentary was fantastic.
It's wonderful. Cannot
so
recommend
quality.
it enough.
But yeah, and it truly, like watching it, because there's like Plane, Trains, and Automobiles. I haven't watched that movie in a long time. And then watching this documentary, I was like, damn, I need to rewatch Plane, Trains, and Automobiles. Like there's so many movies that I remember that I was like, I haven't seen that in a long time. That's just such a good movie. I should rewatch that. And yeah, I mean, truly, I could go through and rewatch all these movies.
He's barf.
He's barf.
He's barf.
I mean, barf.
But yeah.
The ultimate comfort movie for me, Spaceballs.
Big salute to John Candy.
The Mog.
Thank you for being a part of, like you said, if you're having a bad day, you want a John Candy movie. If you're having a good day, you want John Candy movie. Like he just is an absolute legend of his craft. And this documentary. I was so happy to shine some light on his, impeccable career and just who he was as a person.
And I hope that, that there's not that many people in the chat right now, but I hope at least one of you watches this.
Yes. Yeah.
So,
he was a majestic man. He was a unicorn.
yeah.
Watch I Like Me.
Yeah, so good.
Amazon Prime.
Benny, what better way to end this stream than with your
how do we
number one?
There's no way to top it than with Benny.
Well, here's the thing. I had this movie in my top 10 on our podcast, but I moved it up to number 1 because I wanted to talk about it without other movies infringing on it. And it's not riveting internet TV, but I'm going to show you my Letterboxd summary of 2025. If you'll see my most watched actor, John Candy of 2025. And that's why I put I Like Me as my number 1.
Oh, that's perfect.
Oh, guys,
Yeah,
John Candy
love
is just so great. I'm glad that we could end this on a John Candy love fest.
And on a side note, since we were talking about post-credit scenes, not everyone knows this. The Great Outdoors has a post-credit scene if you stick around.
That's right. That's
Fair
right.
point.
I remember that.
Fair point. That is that's a solid reminder.
Yes.
Y'all, 2025. It was a year.
It was a year.
The time. But you know what? There were some good movies. The good thing about all sucky times in life is there's always good art that will get you through. So I look forward to it. 2026 is off to a terrible start. So hopefully there'll be some good art to get us through.
I don't know if you saw Greenland too. It's awful.
It's great. Don't let me go. Do a Greenland double feature. It's quality.
I'm excited about the Bone Temple, though. I'm very excited.
I saw Wallace Shawn die. Wallace Shawn is dead.
I lied.
Oh, we're not done yet. Oh.
The number 1 movie of 2025 was, in fact, Mathregan 2.0.
I saw Wallace Shawn die. Wallace Shawn is dead.
I lied again. The number 1 movie of 2025, of course, is actually Moonfall.
4 years running, baby. Give it all the Oscars.
I saw Wallace Shawn die. Wallace Shawn is dead.
For roping. I like that. You're a jabroni.